We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Press F to podcast.
Nice.
Thank you. Welcome to Lost All Caps. I'm Ariel.
And I'm Velvet.
And as you might be able to tell from that clever, witty and carefully crafted intro line, this is another interview episode. So you may have heard our interview with our mother in series 1. Go and listen to that if you haven't. It's very funny and ridiculous.
It's great. It's a great time.
And today we're going to be interviewing a good friend of mine, Ben Stead. So I met Ben on the comedy circuit in Manchester. He's also a stand-up comedian. And we decided to interview him today because naturally many of our conversations turned to Lost whenever we were chatting. And though he hasn't actually seen much of the show himself, we ended up playing the Lost video game together. So Lost via Domus, it's called, which I'm sure we'll get into once we start the interview. But it's a video game, it was made for like the PS3 or whatever, based on Lost. Well, not based on.
It's
the Lost video game. If you've never heard of it, go look it up. It's insane. Well, if you've never heard of it, actually, just strap in.
This is your introduction.
This is your way to know everything about the game.
I'd heard of it, but I've never played it. So today I'm going to be discovering with you guys what the plot of the video game is.
I'm so excited for you to hear about it because, oh my god, there are so many, it's just insane. And there are so many implications, which is what I really want to get into on the podcast. Because obviously I was screaming and crying, but Ben didn't really know why I was getting so upset. Just a spoiler warning for this episode. So as with our previous interview, this is no longer spoiler free, this is spoiler full. Obviously, we're mainly going to be talking about the video game and not the show as a whole, but there will be spoilers.
Yeah, it's nothing major. It's just kind of like some plot points that happen later on in this series and a couple of characters who aren't introduced until next series,
yeah,
right?
So basically, the video game came out after season 3 had come out.
Yeah.
So it incorporates...
So we're not going to be like talking about the ending or anything like that.
No, however, so basically the actual in-game characters and gameplay kind of incorporates 1, 2, and 3, but one of my biggest issues with the game is the implications for seasons 4 and 5.
Oh, okay, so we might talk about
that.
Okay.
So just to let you all know, there's going to be some spoilers, but again, a lot of what happens in the game is not canon and doesn't happen in the show, so...
Yeah,
do with that what you will.
It's kind of like with our mum, it was like, we're going to be explicitly talking about things you don't know about yet. And it was very, like, spoiler heavy. This is a bit more, like, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be a little bit more vague.
Yeah.
We're not going to be, like, discussing, like, and so when this happens in X episode of season 5.
Of course not, no. But, yes, there will be some spoilers. And also major spoilers for the video game as well. If you haven't played it and
obviously,
you don't want to know what's going to happen, then don't listen to this. But I'd argue you can listen to this and play the game and still get as much enjoyment out of it as you would without, because playing the game itself is just so... It's such an experience.
We'll get
into it.
So without further ado, I think we'll just jump straight in.
Let's just get on with it, shall we? Well, Feathers immediately fell over. Unprofessional. We've got guests, Feathers.
He's drunk.
He's drunk.
No, I'm not. That's not... Don't accuse me of that.
Why is Feathers drunk?
I gave him a drink.
Why?
He was nervous.
Oh my god. Irresponsible behaviour. We have joint custody of this penguin. You can't just be giving him a drink.
He was nervous about the video game. He doesn't like video games.
Does he not?
Feathers loves video games.
Yeah,
100%.
Don't play.
Scared.
He's playing Guitar Hero all the time.
He would play Guitar Hero.
He would fuck it up on Just Dance, I feel.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I like that. I think he would play Overcooked and have a breakdown.
Oh my god. Feathers, if you'd given Feathers and Gromit Overcooked, they would have immediately bonded.
You think they...
No more crime. And then you play...
No more
and then
crime?
Wallace plays it one time in the room with them, and Gromit... It's like when I played it with Mum.
I was going to say you're projecting this because of what you... When you
Are you saying this is how you do therapy? You have to imagine you're Wallace and Gromit.
It's
the only way you can get through the trauma.
And the other person is Wallace in every scenario.
Your therapist is just like this shit again.
And So I'm like sat in therapy, like, so like, you know, the wrong trousers.
Yeah.
That's my life.
My life is, but yeah. I call therapy a grand day out, so.
There you go.
So anyway, welcome, Ben, to the podcast.
Nice to be here.
We're very, very happy to have you here.
Yeah?
The-
Are you?
Yeah.
That didn't sound convincing.
No, it didn't. I appreciate that.
You put the lawnmower here. I know you tried to hide it, but I immediately am going to bring it up. There's a everyone has a lawnmower here. Ruining the magic.
Look,
Talk about the lawnmower.
we don't talk about the lawnmower.
We don't talk about the lawnmower. Yeah.
Just because there's a lawnmower between.
There's a lawnmower between. That's that famous. Yeah. YA novel. The lawnmower between us. Yeah.
That's a good. It's a good novel.
Obviously there in the
Yeah.
middle.
The YA. The Y stands for yard.
So welcome, Ben, to the Lost All Caps podcast.
Yeah.
We wanted to kick things off.
That's the end of the sentence. We want to kick things off.
Yeah.
Let's get going. First non-family guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very exciting day for us.
It's exciting.
So it's going to be a slightly different interview, but we will kick things off by sort of just asking, like, you know, what's your relationship with Lost? You know, like how much? Because you haven't seen the whole show, right? So like,
No,
how much
sorry
of it
to
have you
disappoint.
seen and
What do you call yourself? Hatchheads?
hatchheads.
Hatch.
Yeah, we call ourselves hatchheads.
The
yeah.
big hatchheads. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what our fans are called.
Sounds like I'm not going to say hatchheads. I feel like I'm insulting someone. But yeah, I've not seen. I've seen some of Lost. I think when I was younger, it was on TV when I was all right. Let's just get it over with. I'm old. Let's just get it over with. So I've seen.
I do feel the need to ask how old were you when it first came out? September 2004.
So in America, but I think it aired over here 2005.
I think it was a bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's how they used to do it. Pigeon used to carry the film reels. Some
Back in
TV
the
shows
old
never
days.
made it. So 2005, I would have been 12. 12,
Wow.
13, yeah. Don't say
You're
your age.
so
Wow.
No, because this will be problematic and it'll get me cancelled. Like, why are you on a podcast with that?
I was born in 2005.
Shut fuck off. So 2005 it came over and it was like a huge deal. It was like massive. I think you children wouldn't understand the age of that hype. I mean, I remember telling Ariel about this, and Ariel was like, "Whoa, no way! What was it like?" I was like,
Tell me what it was like.
It's not the Blitz. I was just alive
That
when
was
Lost.
fantastic.
Yeah. We used to go in the shelter. They played the siren, and we go in the shelter to watch Lost.
How it should be consumed.
They would
Yeah.
set up a Lost
Yeah.
siren.
Yeah. But it was massive. Like when it was.
So did you already know kind of about the hype before it came to the UK?
That's how hype works. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's before the.
Right.
It's before.
I'll just leave then,
Yeah,
shall
you
I?
just like it's my show now. No, but yeah, I was aware of at the time, not to get into geopolitics, but I was just like, Americans were still riding high. People were like, whoa, they're the best. They're the good guys. And like all the culture they produced was like massive. So, because like the previous year, BBC had secured the rights to Heroes, which was like a big deal.
Yeah, we
Yes.
watched the first episode
Which
of that,
first
didn't
episode
we?
of Heroes, I was invested, but no one
First
else
season's
was.
decent, and then it
And so we
completely
never
falls
finished
off.
it.
Should we make this a Heroes podcast? Hero
Talk about
heads?
Heroes.
But like, yeah, the hype was massive. Like, there was a cinema advert, which at the time was huge. Like, it was crazy that a TV show like had a cinema and like a high prestige advert as well. Like, the advert's very good. Like, it's the one where they're dancing.
The Channel 4
that
promo.
one
Yeah.
aired in the cinema.
That's my favourite of all. That's a wild
It's
sentence
so
to say.
good.
isn't it?
It's
That's my
great.
favourite of all the Lost promos.
I'm a big left
It's great.
wing, very anti-capitalist, but I've got an odd fascination with marketing. Like good marketing, I like that sort of stuff. So that was a great advert. But yeah, it felt like it was a huge thing coming over from America and and I think it was about 7 months or just under a year that it came over, which felt like we were getting it the next day relative to other stuff. Because, there's a lot of shows. Crazy to think now, but yeah, it was like we'd had a bit of Friends, The Simpsons, but a lot of American shows just never were. You couldn't watch them. because
Right.
like, you know, it was early days of downloading stuff and getting a hold of stuff, so it was difficult. So yeah, getting lost.
Wait for the DVD.
Wait for the DVD. Yeah, that's how I watched a lot of like Buffy and Angel and things like
Right,
that.
yeah,
Was
yeah.
like having to watch it and then wait for the DVD release and then spend a lot of money and then being like, great, yeah, that was yeah,
But you
cool.
know, then you owned it. No one owns anything.
Yeah, well, there's
Yes.
in the modern world, what is it to own something? Am I right?
What does it
Am
mean?
I right?
Am I right? Let's just take a moment and
Just process that.
physical media, give it a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to physical media for
It-
sure.
For shout.
We genuinely do watch Lost on DVDs. Like we watch the whole thing.
Oh, like
on
the old
DVDs.
people, like we did in
Yeah,
black and
yeah.
white days.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you did
yeah,
back
absolutely.
back
But we
before.
obviously managed to find all of the DVDs in like charity shops for £2.
Like
do you know what
50p.
I mean?
Yeah.
I think the most expensive one was Series 5, which was like £5.
And that's like, isn't it like the famously the worst
worst
one?
one.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was I think they did less DVDs.
Made less DVDs.
Probably, actually, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it's hard to
People
find.
didn't like it.
Because that was the one we had to like order it online, and all the rest of them we like just found in shops. But that one we had to like go on eBay and look for it.
You didn't go through the bins for the last season.
Go
I'm
through
not
the
finding
skip
copies of
behind the charity shop, see
I'm
what they've got
finding
in
in
there.
but it's like another one like E.T. There's just a massive mound of Lost season 5 DVDs buried in the desert. But yeah, it was huge. Like it was, the hype was everywhere, and also like just the making of it was very prestige. Like prestige TV kind of like Sopranos and HBO and things like that existed, but to have J.J. Abrams, who was like a movie guy,
Yeah.
producing something, you were kind of like, whoa, this has... J.J. Abrams will never do anything bad or release anything bad, so this must be good. So yeah, there was a lot of excitement around it. And then yeah, Channel 4 had it, and they did at one point they did like a early days of like binge watching, because they basically aired every single episode of season 1 over the course of a night on Channel 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be so fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it was like,
That would be crazy.
it went on to like 4. I fell asleep. It was how I was planning on watching, catching up, and then I just fell asleep, and then woke up and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Waking up
like,
halfway
what?
through, waking up halfway through an episode of Lost, like what the?
Not a good place to
Why is there a
wake up,
month?
really.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a big deal, and there was also, yeah, I think a lot of culture is tied around like how big Lost was, because also the intro sequence became like a progenitor of meme. I don't know if that's the right word, but like an early example of like memeing, like, you know, the zooming in of like the font, and it would just be like, oh, comic relief would do it, and it would just say like Lenny Henry instead of the word Lost.
Okay,
Like loads of people making jokes about that and stuff. So
that.
It's fun.
yeah, it was a massive deal. And you know, obviously World War II had just finished, so
Yeah,
we
getting
were
off the
just
rations.
we
You
need
needed
finally
something to
we
do.
needed something while we're eating
Enjoy.
stew soup or I don't know what they had.
Humbugs.
Yeah, humbugs. Yeah. Just smash
That's
it.
your go-to humbug.
I have a really vivid memory of a book I read once that was set during World War II, and it was about like rationing. And this little girl's granddad was like, "You have to ration everything," and she's like, "Why do I have to ration my humbugs? The war don't need humbugs, do they?" And she was only allowed 1 humbug a day.
Really? You'd be in humbug about humbugs? Oh man.
Wow. 1 humbug a day.
I don't
How did she
genuinely
cope?
could not tell you anything else about the plot of the book. I think she had a cat.
Was it I mean, World War II happened. You could have just been reading a history book. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the plot of history.
I know the plot of World War II.
But
It
Lost.
It was one of the, you know, when you're in like primary school and you just kind of read every book that's on the one bookshelf in your like school. in
Yeah,
your classroom.
purple. I was level purple label. I could read the big boy books.
Yeah.
I was top. I don't know if you still do the sticker like.
Mine was red,
was
but
it.
yeah,
Red,
was
yeah,
the
yeah,
top group. We were, and I just kind of pick something up and then read it, so I'd have no idea what it was.
And it was World War II.
For all I know, it was
War
like
and Peace.
book 3
Yeah.
or 5 in a series or something. They usually
You were
were.
reading David Foster Wallace aged 11.
I mean, I did read like Sherlock Holmes age 10, so
Yeah, it's for babies, though, isn't it? Sherlock Holmes. Oh,
pedestrian, really.
oh, a big dog. Well done,
Oh,
mate.
you scared of a
Oh,
dog.
scary dog, are we? Oh, we got glowing eyes. Obviously, it's a fake then, innit? It's not a dog. I'm calling you out, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's time we had a chat about Arthur Conan Doyle.
This is breaking news on the podcast. Calling out
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle cancelled. So yeah, that was kind of like what it was. And it was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. It was very, very popular. I think the hype for it did die off quite quickly.
I was going to say, do you remember watching any of the other seasons or just really season 1?
Mainly season 1. And then I was like, this show is asking many questions and doesn't appear to be committing to answering any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll tell you something, it doesn't really.
It doesn't.
No.
It just keeps introducing questions, and you're
just like every now and then you'll get a question answered, but often it's like 3 seasons later, and you've kind of accepted. You've gone through the stage.
And it's something.
You've accepted you're never going to find out what that is, and they're like, by the way, here's how they got the axe, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's something completely
don't
innocuous.
use the axe example because they never explain how they get the axe.
No, they don't.
I
They do
am
admit to
still
that in
pissed
the
off
commentary,
about
though. In the audio commentary, they admit to the fact that the axe and all the tarpaulins, they're like, there's no way they would have.
That's what you're hung up on in terms of lost plot holes.
Yeah, axe.
Where they
what
got the
Ariel's hung up
axe.
on.
Yeah, where do they get the axe?
Where the tarpaulin comes from. That's your biggest gripe.
Why do they just suddenly have an axe?
I mean, it was an airplane. I'm sure there was an axe on the
Axe
plane.
on the airplane?
Maybe we've solved it. Mystery
Well, I
solved.
said surely it's just like a fire escape thing.
Tarpaulin,
On a
maybe
plane?
not.
Why would you have a fire escape on a plane? Where are
Why would you
gonna
have a
go
fire
to?
escape?
Where are you gonna go?
They
to?
famously do have fire escape like that. They literally have a whole intro at the start of the flight where they go,
Well,
these.
how to get out of the fire escape.
This is where we store the big axe and tarpaulin.
This is where we have 200
In case of crash,
tarpaulin.
In
there
case-
are 2
yeah.
crate of tarpaulins and an axe over there.
But hey, look, we all get hung up on different things. You can accept smoke monsters, but I draw the line at them
I draw
having
the
an
line at the
axe.
axe.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I don't know what I would say the biggest thing I'm hung up on is, actually. The biggest, like,
There's
unanswered.
surely too many.
There's a lot,
Mm.
but also I'm largely of the opinion of just being like, whatever. You
That's
know?
a good way to approach
I think
Lost. There's
I-
no way to enjoy it unless part of you goes, whatever.
I like to just explain them all in, like, increasingly ridiculous ways.
You do fanfic. You do Lost.
I don't...
I know,
haven't
don't
written
write it,
Lost
but you'd
fanfic,
surely
but-
create a fanfiction to explain things. That's what it is, right?
Yeah,
As in,
my
like,
head.
filling plot holes.
Yeah,
Like
filling
my
plot
own-
holes.
my
Yeah,
own sort
you
of
seem
plot hole.
genuinely worried that how does he know?
You found my
How does he
AO3.
know about my AOT,
Right.
my Jacklock and Tree OTP? No,
I would never. You know I don't like John.
that's why I brought it up. That's why I did it. Sorry,
Cause
I'm
of
combative.
shit.
This ain't your normal Lost podcast.
It's
Second
normally
guest
pretty
on.
combative.
And the show has fallen apart. We've lost all control.
Nice.
Lost,
You said the word lost. Yeah, mention the word.
You
To
did
be
the
fair,
thing.
we were doing this the whole time.
Every
we were
time
playing
one
the
of us
game.
says lost.
And on the podcast, lost.
Lost, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not accusing you of writing fanfiction. But you're filling in the blanks
I'm
yourself.
like filling in the gaps. I think if you can reasonably explain it in a way that wasn't explained in the show but makes sense with the lore of the show, to me, it's not really an unanswered question. Because
That's too many qualifiers to be true. That's what's known as copium. What you've done there. If you can explain it yourself and it sort of doesn't, and they don't, then it's fine actually. And that's why I love Lost.
Because the thing is, you have to accept that they're never going to answer your question. So you've got to just answer them yourself, and that's how you just...
Yeah.
Well, yes,
But you
can
can't-
still
you-
be annoyed about the fact that they don't explain it.
And you can't
Yeah.
say it in a way where you're like, this is why it's okay actually. This is why it's still good.
I'm the authority on the subject.
Yeah, I'm Lost. Okay.
And actually it's fine,
I see.
is the end of the sentence, really.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay. I'm glad to know that as long as you can explain it in the way that the
In a
rules
way that
explain it,
isn't contradictory with the law.
as long as I can explain it in a way that is okay with me, then it's okay.
With everybody.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's in order to prevent Velvet from spitting out their drink.
Don't do that.
I would never.
Straight onto the lawnmower. Let's get on with the main agenda of today. So I'm gonna give all of you listeners a bit of
Set the
context.
scene.
Let's set the scene. So picture the scene. The year was 1918. We just come out of the Blitz. The Blitz
Just come out of the
wasn't
bunker. We finished watching season 1.
All of that was wrong. All of that was entirely wrong.
The minute I said it, I was like, wait.
1980, yeah.
Yeah,
1982
no.
was when the war ended.
Yeah, that
like,
was
yeah.
You'd be good if they did the Blitz then.
Yeah.
It's like, please, guys, just 3 pilots.
We were done!
Yeah, the war ended and they were in the air. It's like, we
They
can't
didn't get
contact them.
nowhere.
Yeah, we can't.
Well,
There's
we've
no
gone
way.
now.
There's no WhatsApp.
We've
They
made
Yeah,
the
they
journey
can't.
now.
Yeah, they muted the group
The carrier
chat.
pigeon didn't
They
make it.
muted the group chat.
They muted the group
The carrier
chat.
pigeon dropped the letter that
Group
said
chat.
no more war, and they just bombed it anyway.
Yeah, well, he was, carrying American TV shows, though. He was bringing over
Yeah.
Sex in the City season 3.
The pigeons were busy.
They were busy. Pigeons. What a carry. Yes, so,
Carrot pigeon.
what year?
This year.
This year.
This
The
year
year was 2025.
Yeah. And basically, I had been messaging Ben a lot about Lost.
Normal.
Normal messaging.
Yeah.
We were just chatting, but I turn every conversation into a Lost conversation.
Yes.
So we had ended up talking about Lost quite a lot. And I don't know how the video game came up, actually.
I think I mentioned it. I think that was me that brought it up because I play a lot of video games. Look at me. And
I do too, but we don't have a console that supports the Lost video game.
We used to, but it broke.
It broke. It died a sad death.
We had a PS3 that we exclusively used to watch Netflix, and then I tried to play a game on it, and the disc
It was
just
like,
kept spinning
nah,
and
mate.
nothing. The disc just kept spinning and nothing came up.
yeah, it's like when you go to the gym and your muscles are like, no chance, mate.
Yeah,
This is Jova.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I think I just asked, have you ever played the Lost game? I think I was just like, have you played it?
And I was like, no, but I really want to, because obviously I love video games, love Lost. We'd seen like a little making of, hadn't we, on one of the DVD extras
Yeah.
about the video game.
I
but
have
not really
about
seen much
5
about
copies of the Lost video game in my vintage favourites.
Yeah, but it's like, there's no
But
point
it's
buying it because we can't play it on
5
anything.
Whoa.
There's a lot on there. They're like £2.
People are trying to get rid of
People are
it.
really trying to get rid of the
Are you
video
trying to
game.
buy them all? Or
I'm gonna make a collection. Well,
Yeah.
because it breaks after 5 minutes, doesn't it? So I've got to get through the game.
It doesn't. Yes, it does.
Yes,
we'll
it
get
does.
to
We'll
that.
get to that. And so Ben very kindly offered to sort of play it. What did you play it on in the end? A PC?
Legally.
Legally played. on a
I
PC.
legally played. I downloaded legally that because I actually do own a copy. Emulation's legal if you own a copy, and I own a copy of the Lost via Domus.
It is called Biodomus.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a part of it
I knew
for
this,
some
I
reason.
think.
And I sort of like watched you play it over like a video call.
Yeah,
We tried to do.
It was like a Lost episode trying to get it sorted, really, because everything kept breaking.
There were lots of technical.
Yeah, I was trying to emulate it on a PS3 because I own a legal copy, and then it turned out that it worked, but only once on the emulator. So if you wanted to play it, you had to play it all in one go, because as soon as you restarted the game. So I played it to try and make sure it was working. It was, and I was like, great. And then we went to load it up, and it did not work. And I was like, oh no.
The
So-
idea of it working but only once
I know,
is so
so
ridiculous.
It's cursed.
It
It
really
is a
is.
cursed video game. And then I got it on PC legally because it's abandoned. And that was working fine, but we had to find a way to stream it over a video call or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just you didn't have audio.
I did have audio for like half of it.
Yeah, you had
I
audio.
had audio at the beginning because I remember all of their terrible accents.
Yes, yeah.
Because they don't get any. The only voice actors they get, which are the actual actors in the show, are Claire, Sun, and Ben. That's
They
it.
all have like collectively 10
Two
lines.
lines. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
And Son is not doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
So they could have just
It's
gotten
like
anyone.
Yeah, it says like
anyone
one
who
word.
spoke Korean could have.
It's
You know,
the bare minimum. Like it really is.
it really is bad, and like especially like Charlie and Sawyer, I remember distinctly.
Sawyer's real bad.
Well, Sawyer's was so bad.
Wow.
It was.
He's
It
more
was
like
just.
farm worker.
It was so.
Yeehaw, Jack.
Yeah, it was like he basically said yeehaw. He was basically just like it was like someone doing an impression of a cowboy.
Yeah.
It was shocking. It was so bad.
Um,
Anyway, so I remember I had audio for a bit, but then I think we got about 10 minutes in and then it crashed, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a PS3 that I was legally emulating. And then we started on the PC one and I had to start again.
to start again. We did have to start again. And then play the whole thing in one go. So we ended up
played
playing
it in one go.
till like 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Which,
just insane behaviour.
as a non-Lost fan and a big fan of video games, neither of which satisfied me. Nothing. Yeah, because it's only like 5 hours. Like 5-6 hours, but then a lot of that is the awful puzzles.
Oh my god, yeah.
The awful puzzles which are not related to Lost. So yeah, I like playing video games, and it was a fascinating experience.
So we thought we would share that fascinating experience with all of you today and give you a bit of a walkthrough of the video game and a review and whatnot. And also, crucially, Velvet knows nothing about the video game.
Important detail, I wasn't there for any of this. I was across the hall in my bedroom. Ariel was like, we're going to play video game tonight. And I was like, cool, enjoy. And then she came back in 10 minutes later and went, it crashed. I don't know if we're going to play it tonight. And I went, okay.
It was so much fun, though, because
it was a lot of fun.
It's just ridiculous. The game is just ridiculous, and you need to know this. You need to know. You're going to get Velvet's live
Don't play
reactions.
it. That's my recommendation. Okay, you can.
I do want to play it.
I'd say don't play it if you're like looking for an unironic, really good representation of Lost in video games.
If you want to play a good game, don't play it.
If you want to play a good video game, don't play it. But to be fair, it's not a bad way of translating Lost into a video game. I just don't think that works very well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's attention to detail. I mean, I was playing obviously alongside a big hatch lost head.
Yeah, so my contribution was basically to go, that's a reference.
Lore dump.
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
reference
yeah.
to that. That's a reference.
And my contribution was to go, trees, is that a reference? Is that sand? Is that a reference? Yeah, the thingy, so.
Yeah, so that's basically how it went for 6 hours.
I'm so sad I missed it.
It was a great time.
We're going to recreate the experience for you now, so let's get
Is it going to be 6 hours long?
Yes.
Okay.
So, obviously it starts with an I. Of course it's going to start with an I. Come on. And...
We're not amateurs.
No.
This started with an I.
It did, didn't it? That was our little 2 weeks.
Our teaser.
We're going to start the podcast.
Instagram
It was our
teaser.
It was an eyes are
Okay.
big deals in Lost, right? Yeah.
That's a reference. Eyes are a reference.
Eyes are a reference.
Eyes are a reference, yeah. Well, there's no
Maybe.
I in... I mean, I suppose the O could be an I, isn't it? The O and...
The O in Lost is
That
an I.
was
It's an I, yeah.
Pretty good.
Eye in the sky. The plane.
Sure.
Eye.
That's a reference.
Riffing.
And so basically you play as a new character. So you're not playing as any of the characters in the show. They
You're playing
introduce
as like an extra, aren't you?
a new character. Well, he's not in the show. He's not a background
No, he's not in the
character.
show.
He's
he
totally
could be though, because we don't know any of the actors.
I mean, I
Does
guess
he point?
he could be. He doesn't point. to
He's
people we
the
know,
guy
like, it's
in
not Scott or Steve.
that episode where it goes, hey guys, I found some axes and tarpaulin.
Yeah, he's that
Is he a
guy.
tarpaulin hoarder?
He's a tarpaulin
That's
salesman
my
by trade.
lost OC who has a tarpaulin hoarding problem.
Yeah.
And checked a crate of 400 tarpaulins.
Brackets Alpha Omega, brackets
Yeah.
OTP. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you play as this new character, who conveniently has amnesia. He gets amnesia in the crash. So he doesn't know his own name, he doesn't know his own past, he doesn't know anything, right? Well, obviously, like, he knows what a book is. Like, he doesn't remember anything about
He
his
doesn't
life.
know anything.
No,
No,
he
Laura
doesn't.
isn't very consistent here.
No, he doesn't know anything about his own life, which it then allows you to rediscover your own past through flashback sequences, which is quite fun. It's quite a fun game mechanic. But the crucial thing to note here is that he looks like Chris Pine.
He does look like Chris
Okay,
Pine,
He
yeah.
looks like Chris Pine.
So Chris Pine was an extra in Lost.
Yes.
Very generic.
Gotcha.
Like, shout out to Chris Pine. Very handsome man, but very generic.
Very generic sort of.
looking.
Yeah, looking guy. Like, no effort put
Sort
into
of
it.
Ken doll.
Yeah, like a kind of like a sim without anything added to it.
Yeah.
Neutral sim.
Neutral sim.
Gotcha.
But because you don't know his name,
is the
we
character
called...
customizable?
No.
No.
Name.
I know, because I wanted to change it, like, can you, but I guess
Give him
because
weird hair.
he already has a backstory set in place, but it's annoying. I wish you could have customized him. But basically we called him Chris Pine Lost for the first,
Chris Pine lost.
I'd say half an hour of playing
Yeah,
the game.
because we didn't know his name.
Yeah. So Chris Pine lost is who you're playing as, and it starts with you. It's kind of Jack adjacent. You wake up in the jungle rather than on the beach.
We've got fun and games.
Yeah, and you see a ghost immediately.
Okay.
You see a ghost immediately. That's the first thing that happens.
Great.
Ghost. And then you see Kate. So actually, I think you're on the other side.
Oh, so where Kate's running to when she's taking her handcuffs off.
Yes.
I see.
So that's quite nice. There are lots of little details in the game like this where you kind of, as a viewer, you go, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we saw that perspective? And you get that kind of like gap filled.
Like on the beach as well, there's like a plane that's crashed.
Yeah,
and I was like, is that a reference?
That's crazy.
Is that a reference to the TV show?
And so yeah, you kind of get he's kind of further away, I'd imagine, in that direction where Kate is. So Kate's the first person you meet. And then something about Kate triggers the first flashback. So there are flashbacks in the game like they are in the show. And the way that you interact with the flashbacks is so stupid. It's like there's a ripped up photo. You see a ripped up photo pop up on screen, and you have to memorize details within the photo. And then like a 10.
Is there a test?
And then like a 10-second clip will play, and you are looking through a camera, and you have to take a photo at the exact moment of the ripped up photo you saw.
I see.
And then you press X to remember.
Press X to remember, press X to pay respects. But the annoying thing is, like, it's not... you have to be, like, super specific. Like, there's no wiggle room to be... So there were times where I was taking 200 pictures a second trying to get it right. Because it was just... I was like, I'm sure I'm in the right thing here. I was like... And then finally it would just be like, you've nailed it. And yeah, I mean, it is a fun mechanic. Like, it is an interesting way to do it. But yeah, you kind of, it's, from the video game side, it's so frustrating sometimes. Because also some of the images are just not clear about what they are. Or just like, because you'll be in a static moment. So everything will look like the photo. Like, every moment will look like the photo. So I'll just be snapping like Pokemon Snap. Just like taking loads of pictures.
I was going to say, how much can change in 10 seconds, you know?
Yeah,
a lot.
And then some of them it was like, you can't actually move your perspective. And we were looking at a scene and we were like, the picture's not here.
Yeah,
like, there's no picture. What are you talking about? But you had to like zoom in the corner.
You have to
or
zoom
something.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that was later on when it got a bit harder. But so the first one is Kate on the plane, and you see her in her handcuffs, and she's with the Martian. She's talking to Cindy. And Cindy has a cameo in the game.
Did they get the actor for Cindy?
No, unfortunately. And Cindy says, "Would you like anything?" And she says, "Can I get some juice?"
Drinking juice.
That's a reference. Yeah, that is a reference.
And that's one that I do remember getting the piss taken out of me for, just being like, juice is a reference.
Juice is a reference. Yeah,
that is a reference.
That seems absurd though, because that is just that like juice being in it as well. It's like saying oxygen is a reference because they're all breathing.
The thing you need to know is there's a Lostpedia page for shoe.
For shoe?
Shoe. Has a Lostpedia page, and the title line of the page is, there are 6 significant shoe moments in Lost.
Jesus Christ.
That's
I've heard of foot fetish, but
much
shoe.
of a nightmare these fans are.
But you saw Velvet's
Juice.
reaction, right? Juice is a reference.
Yeah, but you can't use that as therefore it's normal. When the other person who's obsessed with Lost is also like, oh man, juice!
Juice!
Her juice.
Juice is important.
Because she can't drink it.
She can't drink it because she's got the handcuffs on.
That can't be the only reason why it's a reference, is because she struggles to drink
like,
it.
why don't you finish your juice? And then she wants to like assert his power over her.
Yeah. It's an important
moment.
That was misogyny into that. Making women drink juice when they clearly couldn't
She wanted the juice though.
She wanted the juice,
but she couldn't
drink it. It's the first moment as a viewer that you see that Kate's the one in the handcuffs when she tries to drink the juice.
That's how you know she's the fugitive.
Okay.
And our guy, Chris Pine Lost, knew she was a fugitive and that she drank the juice.
And didn't tell anyone.
No, because here's the thing. So then Cindy comes over and he's like, what's going on? And she's like, there's a fugitive on the plane.
She's really bad at her job.
She's gossiping. She's like, it's very exciting.
Yeah,
there's a
she's
fugitive
really bad.
on the plane. And then
She's struggling to drink her juice. It's very funny.
It's quite funny.
We're all making fun of it.
Everyone on the plane. I hope we don't crash because it would be real bad karma. But it's very funny.
And then the important part is he says, "Can you put my camera in a safe lockup?" That's the important part that you're supposed to know. But then it cuts back to the island, and he's like, "I remember you were in handcuffs," and Kate's like, "Don't tell anybody."
She's really mean.
Yeah, she is quite mean in the thing. But then she also later on has like flirty vibes with Chris Pine Lost, and it's like, why is Kate flirting with you?
That's
part
Kate's
of the game?
energy, though. She's mean to you, and then you've got flirty vibes. That's
kind of
Yeah,
what Kate is.
sort of, but it's just like you come up and clearly you're injured, and you sort of like, "Where am I?" And she's like, "Fuck you." And you're just like, oh, he's like, I don't know my name. And he's like, well, that's stupid, isn't it? And then you're like, oh, handcuffs. And she's like, oh, no, please don't do it. But it's over there. Just go over there.
Yeah, she points you in the direction of like the crash so that Jack can help. But it's like, how does she know about Jack at this point? So I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just says, go over.
Coming from stitching his back up.
No, because when you get to the crash shit's happening.
Yeah, but the crash shit's... Oh no, yeah.
Crash shit's done.
It doesn't make any...
She shouldn't know about Jack.
Maybe she doesn't mention Jack, okay? I can't quite remember. But she...
There would never be a
for
plot
some
hole in
reason.
Lost Fire
For some reason, Chris Pine Lost agrees to not tell everyone that she's a fugitive. Mm-hmm. Who knows why? But then you have to follow Vincent to get to the beach, and I'm not joking, we got lost trying to follow
literally, yeah.
We got quite literally lost. We spent ages
You had to follow a dog, but the dog keeps running off. And I kept getting lost. And basically, every time you went the wrong way, the game would be like, no, not this way. And it would reset you. So it did that like 200 times. And this was actually, I managed to finish it, and that was on the when it crashed. So then I had to do it.
You had to do it again.
But I was a pro at that point.
Yeah.
I was like X Games following that dog. Like I was in like extreme mode, like Tony Hawk's pro dog follower. You
really were.
I was nailed. I was ahead of the dog at some point. I was like, keep up.
Come on, Vincent.
Yeah, come on, Hound of the Baskervilles. Let's go, mate. So we got there in the end.
We did get there in the end. We followed the dog, and then there's like fun little bits in the crash, like Michael's there yelling for Walt and stuff. Although Michael is animated.
They do
badly.
They do my boy dirty.
He looks up. Michael and Hurley look the worst because
Hurley they do yeah.
Literally looks like PS1 Hagrid.
I was gonna say he looks like 8-bit Hagrid.
They do him. It's real unfortunate. I feel bad for him because they do him super dirty.
Yeah, some of them look similar.
I mean, they nailed Jack, but that's because Jack's an egg.
Generically.
Like, yeah, he's like Matthew
he
thingy.
Looks like any guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matthew Fox. He's just he's bald egg, isn't he? So
he sort of looks like the generic me.
There's a lot of bald people in Lost, actually. Like, Jack's not really bald,
that's a
but
reference.
is it?
Being bald is a reference.
That makes sense. Then Jack's sort of bald, John's sort of bald. But yeah, they do him dirty. And we went around the beach. So I was picking up a lot of fruit. There's a lot of coconuts on the yeah, it was almost like the plane was just full of coconuts and papayas. Because they are
so many fucking papayas.
They are everywhere. Like it doesn't make sense because the beach is there and the trees, so it wouldn't make sense that they've fallen off the trees. If they would have had to have been on the plane. Yeah.
Did you find any tarpaulins?
We didn't. I think they'd set up like a bit of shade at one point. Like the pregnant woman who will make an appearance again is under like some tarpaulin and stuff. But yeah, it was like the plane was only transporting coconuts and tarpaulin. Yeah, because they are everywhere.
So many papayas we picked.
A lot of papayas. Yeah,
a lot of papayas. And then it's like day 2, right? And the fun part is the game is structured in like episodes. So at the start of day 2, it goes previously on Lost, and it shows you little snippets of the gameplay that you've just done.
Right, but you have to play it in one sitting, so you remember what just happened.
You don't. By the way, that's not a requirement of the game. That was us. Like you could turn it off. You could.
Yeah, so if you were playing it at the time, I guess it would work.
If you wanted to savor it, yeah.
Back when it was high tech.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was a nice motif. It was like a nice little framing thing.
Then it would have like a little cutscene and it would do the intro. Yeah. So this episode starts with Kate and Charlie and Jack coming back from the cockpit, and Charlie shouts, Monster!
Yeah,
Awful.
he's got an
Shocking.
bloody hell, a bit of comedy.
And I think that's kind of when the audio cut out round about then. Because I remember going, that was awful, and then not really.
Yeah, because the game crashed around then, and then when I switched to
and
the
then
other
we had
version,
to,
there was no audio.
Go back. We had to go back. That's a reference.
Is that a reference going back?
Reference.
Okay.
We have to go back.
It's a reference.
That's what Jack says.
Okay.
And then, and then we get this episode 2, I guess, was possibly one of the most frustrating from a lore perspective of the game. I was just like,
There's no shoes.
no shoes, no juice. I was fuming. So it also on the loading screen, it would give you tips, right? And one of the tips it would say was like,
You can pick up
papayas. Well, that was probably one of the things. It was like, talk to people and they might be able to give you help.
Yeah, they were like, it says like, talk to the other people on the beach because they're all really helpful.
And then every time we would talk to someone,
Yeah,
they
they
would
were just
basically just tell us to fuck off.
Yeah, they just immediately be like, I fucking hate you, you piece of shit. And I'll be like, why are you telling me to talk to them? But this was consistent. At no point are they friendlier to you. Throughout the entire game,
The
the
whole time.
constant tip is like, talk to them. They'll have information. And every time, they're just like, fuck off.
Yeah, literally. And we did every dialogue option as well. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Like, the no help whatsoever.
Just don't like you.
Zero help.
Just don't like you, yeah.
So then he's talking to Kate and he's like, I need my camera for some reason. I think he thinks that his camera will help
Have
him
his
remember
memories on
stuff.
it.
Can
Yeah.
look back at
Have his gallery, I guess.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, maybe it's in the cockpit where we just came back from, but Jack's not letting anyone go there because it's too dangerous because of the monster.
Yeah, monster.
And he's like, oh, what do I do? Then he has a flashback. And I need you to brace yourself, okay? He has a flashback to being in Thailand.
Oh god.
That's a reference, right?
That's a reference. That's a reference to what is universally considered, now not necessarily our opinion, but we'll get there when we get to season 3, what is universally considered the worst episode of Lost.
Okay.
Where Jack
Goes to Thailand.
is in Thailand in flashbacks, and it's like the origin story of how he gets his tattoos.
Oh, yeah, his tattoo artist.
Except the
yes.
tattoo was in Chinese.
Yeah, so it makes
yeah,
no
yeah.
sense, and it's
That's
a
what-
really
And also
bad...
it's completely mistranslated in the show. It's just like a line from the poem and they decided to try and pretend it has like lore significance in the show.
So he's in Thailand, and Chris Pine Lost's flashbacks are somehow just as bad as Jack's, because he's in Thailand and then there's like a woman in a bikini and she's like, take my picture, and she's like posing, and you have to, because it's so hard to take a picture, you have to watch her like pose in her bikini over and over again.
And I kept saying this. I'm not enjoying this.
I'm not trying to do this. The game is making me do
like
this.
zoom in on her and like take a picture of her.
In a bikini, and it's like, for fuck's sake, why? And it turns out she's like your girlfriend in the past. And then there's a weird bit where she's like, we're gonna steal that guy's boat.
This old man, this poor old man,
There's
this
an
poor
old
old man is just working on the beach, doesn't know what's going on. Just worked there his whole life. He saved up his entire life to buy a boat, and she's just like, let's steal it.
Yeah. And so she taps him on the shoulder and starts speaking to him in Thai, and is like, clearly in like panicking and pointing at something. And he's like, oh, and he runs over, and she's like, cool, let's steal the boat.
Yeah.
And, it's like, and Chris Pine Lost goes, what? And she's like, guys love to help a woman in distress. This is the lesson you're supposed to take away from the flashback.
Yeah,
Because
it was a
then
different
what
time.
happens-
It was a different
Do you
time.
help a woman in distress?
Worse.
You're the girl.
No. That
What
would be
the
better,
hell?
wouldn't it?
You're the girl.
Suddenly.
What? You're the woman. Oh.
It's a trans fuck.
Chris Pine Lost.
Island's
Amnesia.
transgender operation.
Mm.
I know this to be true.
Yeah.
I know there was one person on that plane who woke up different gender.
Different gender. You go over to Jack and lie and say that Claire has fainted so that he goes over to help her, and you can sneak past him and get into the jungle. You lie
yeah.
about a pregnant woman fainting.
Surely he's not guarding the entire jungle. Could you not just sneak around?
This is literally what I said, because he is just stood
He's
there
just stood there.
in one singular bit, and like there's nothing.
Just go a bit further up the
Yeah,
beach.
you could just go. There's so many. It's an island, mate. You just walk over and walk in the other way.
Also,
Like,
surely at some point he's going to walk away.
you'd think so, but yeah, it is very.
No.
It is absolutely absurd, because he's just stood there and you're like, well, I guess there's no. I guess
There's no way round.
there's no way around him. I'm
be a misogynist and lie.
yeah.
Girls these days only know how to be a misogynist, eat hot chip, and lie.
And lie. So, I mean, it works. Jack,
It
the
works,
sucker,
unfortunately.
Wants to help.
the loser,
Loser.
simp. You start shouting simp as he's running off. Yeah, and then you go into the jungle.
Which is when we get the famous moment over here.
Over here
in the
banyan
banyan trees. And you find Locke, and I'm not joking, he's just stood there.
He's just stood there like that. And
How
I
did
was
you get
like,
past Jack? Do you also like that, Claire?
Fuck no.
that's
no,
what I don't know.
yeah.
But he's just stood there. and
Jack's like, why does she keep fainting?
Yeah, stop fainting.
Men keep coming up to me telling me she's fainted.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he's just stood there, and it is a very funny, like almost hard cut to him just staring at you. And I'm like, is there a reason he's in those trees?
He's
Like,
just stood in
because
the
there's no
trees.
reference to the fact that he's in a tree prison. He's just sort of like, "You're right, mate. You're right, mate. You in the you're right, mate."
Yeah.
You're like,
The
why?
crash.
Yeah. And
You
then
don't ask
he
him.
just says some mystical bullshit or something. But obviously, because I know Lost, I go, oh, well, we can hide in the trees if the monster comes, because that's what they do in the show.
That's what they do.
And I guess that's
You can count
what
to 5.
him being there is supposed to tell you.
You can go in the trees.
It's absurd.
There,
It is.
there are parts of the game which, if you don't know the show, you wouldn't necessarily
Yeah.
Make no sense.
know.
Which I guess they're just sort of like no one will play
one's
this
playing
who
the
is
game.
not no one's coming into Lost via Viadomus. But hey, I'm here.
Yeah. You
I
get to
don't
do
like
what
Lost.
you
I
want.
played the video game. We exist, and I am valid.
Absolutely.
But he's just stood there. He's like,
Just stood there.
"You're right, mate," and you're just sort of like, "Yeah, what? All right."
Yeah. So you have a little chat with Locke, which leads to nothing really, and then you walk through the jungle, and the monster starts following you. So you have to hide in the banyan trees, and you can kind of hear him breathing, can't you? It's like, and it's like a POV. Through
The monster,
trees,
not
and
me.
and the monster's
Ariel's not
like-
talking about me.
like this,
I
yeah.
could hear him down the microphone. Right? But yeah, it's a nice. It's actually at first I was like, whoa, this is pretty tense, pretty good. I mean, it makes you do it 200 times, so it
200
loses
times,
its thing. But
appeal.
yeah, it's good. Like, but there's no real indication of when it's safe. You kind of just have to eye it as to when you think the smoke monster, I guess, isn't looking at you.
Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense because I remember times
Yeah, there's
when
no
we,
line of sight.
exit, walk like 2 steps, and then
And
go,
it
oh no, it's still
immediately,
there, let's go
and
back.
then you just die. There's just no,
It's just hanging out.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no threat indicator or anything.
He makes it to the cockpit, and first of all, it's not on an incline; it's just flat.
Well, yeah, because it falls. When the monster attacks, it falls.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so that's lore accurate. That's fine.
This bitch doesn't know law.
Crazy, I'm on a podcast with a Lost fan and Ariel.
So then he has to solve this puzzle to unlock the case with his camera in it.
It's the start of a
Is
dark.
that common practice on planes? Puzzle safes.
Yeah. You've never been
I don't know,
famous.
I've never been on a plane.
You've never been playing. Well, in 2005, it was all the rage. We used to.
Back when I was a baby.
Yeah, don't say that. If you wanted to bring down your tray, you had to solve a puzzle.
Did you have to solve a puzzle to put your seatbelt on? And
Yeah.
then again to take one. Take
No,
it
why
off?
do you think it was a plane crash? No, nobody on that plane solved that puzzle.
The pilot was in the front just desperate.
The puzzles,
I thought they were related to the show.
they're not in any way,
No,
shape, or form.
They're not. You have to just put fuses in things and figure out voltages. It's insanely complex for the level that the game is.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
it
like
is-
really hard,
You
and
have-
the rest of the game is like piercing.
Yeah, and it's just they're so unintuitive and
It's so annoying. You've got like one fuse that is like an L shape, one fuse that's like a 3-way one, like I don't know, like that.
that
And
was
then one
that
that's
was
like
really
a
good.
cross.
That was a really good that go
I
of
was
doing a
like-
3-way. Yeah.
Staring at my own hands like I've
Yeah.
never seen them before. It was like and then a cross, and you have to like connect with bullshit.
It was bullshit,
Sort of
and it.
Sounds like Nancy Drew crowd.
But it was foreshadowing because I remember being like, "This is really annoying." I hope it's only once foreshadowing for later
There
down
was-
the road.
There was no reason why they couldn't have switched up the puzzles. They could have had some variation.
And
But
they all
they're
voltage.
all fuse ones.
They are all. I don't understand.
Why?
Yeah,
They're
it's-
all fuses. That's
All of
hilarious.
they're all
For
fuses.
no reason.
Yeah.
At least in this context, it sort of makes sense.
I mean, I guess it's a plane.
Technology.
They're more likely to be an axe on a plane
than a fuse
puzzle
There
that
is.
operates like
There
that.
absolutely is. And so then you unlock the thing and you get your camera. But then also, we were looking around the cockpit for stuff. And we found a couple water bottles. Picked those up. A couple
Obviously.
papayas. No, there were no papayas in the plane.
Never bias.
But do you know what
Something
there was?
better.
Heroin?
No.
Whoa.
That's a reference. Just
Oh,
throw in
of
Charlie.
course.
Charlie keeps his heroin.
Charlie,
on the
that's
toilet.
Charlie's a reference
Charlie's
to,
a reference.
to heroin.
To heroin.
The name Charlie.
Mhm.
You know that's...
What?
Charlie's a name for a heroin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
No, yeah. Let me just Google that to make sure. Don't want to let down my old heroin heads. Yeah, I was right.
Wow.
Yeah. Although I searched Charlie heroin and the AI overview on Google, I'm anti-AI, but is in the TV show Lost, the character Charlie Pace.
It's listening.
But yeah, Charlie, what? Yeah. Oh! Cocaine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was a bait and switch.
Can you cut that bit
You're
out
supposed
then? I
to
don't
think-
want to. Yeah,
You're supposed to think he's on cocaine.
Exactly.
That was a mad
It's
detour
heroin.
I took us on there. So anyway, Charlie's cocaine. I
Anyway,
don't do
we
drugs.
found
Plane.
the Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
First edition. Homer's The Odyssey. He's on the plane.
Homer's The Odyssey. It's just lying there.
Take
on the
it.
plane.
Worth a few bob.
We just picked it up and we were just like, why?
I was like, this must be a reference.
Here's
Well,
the thing.
sort of.
I didn't think it was a reference at all. I was so confused by the featuring of the Odyssey. I've since chatted to Velvet.
There is like a recurring motif that Desmond is supposed to be like an Odysseus
Yeah,
character.
it is that bullshit.
But like,
I don't
it's
agree
not
with that.
really explicitly.
Is this one of those things that you've made up that you think
I
it's
didn't make it
okay?
up. No, I didn't make it up. Someone else
If it
on Tumblr
makes sense
presented
with
it
the
to me.
show, it's
Oh,
fine.
no, hang on, go back. You didn't make it up. What?
Someone else on Tumblr.
Okay, yeah, then it's valid. Yeah, then it 100% is definitely
Because it's like his wife is called. Well, his wife is called Penelope.
Homer. Oh, right.
His wife is called
Homer.
Penelope, which is Odysseus' wife. And he's got like this whole thing. He goes on this long journey, and it's all like his purpose is to get to the island and to push the button, but then it ends up being that he has to get back to her. So it's like I can see where it comes from, but like there's no.
It's not so explicit that someone picking up that book would go, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just like Desmond. No,
Yeah.
you would. You absolutely
What
would.
season
also,
is Desmond in?
Two and
Okay.
well,
And then
he's
the main
introduced in two, and then he stays until the end.
Okay.
But it's like, why was it on the plane?
Yeah, why?
Light reading. It's a long journey, it's like 11-hour flight.
They've got loads of puzzles to solve. I told you.
Yeah, they're booked and busy.
Yeah, but it's that I remember
But
you
anyway,
telling me
That's
about
specifically
the.
to read in between getting juice for Kate.
Yeah. But the best thing about the Odyssey is that when you get back to the beach later on, you can
Someone goes, man, I wish I could read the Odyssey right now.
you can trade with people.
Oh,
And weirdly, everything has like a dollar's
Yeah,
value.
I don't understand the
even
economy.
though you're like trading 3 coconuts for a torch, like it's still in dollars.
Yeah,
Because Sawyer's in charge.
Yeah, I guess.
but why? I don't understand I genuinely was baffled by the economy of it because
The economy was the most
it's the
hilarious.
two
part of it.
layers of currency, which doesn't make any sense. Because also dollars, why would it have a dollar value? You're on an island. You're not in America.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Yeah, also because those.
How many dollars was the Odyssey worth?
This is the-
2.
You'd guess 2.
I'd guess 2.
How much would you guess a bottle of water would be worth?
10.
See, that makes sense.
What
right?
about
Because
gun?
You're stranded on a desert island.
What's
water
more important?
is a
Water.
commodity. Like, you need water to survive. You don't need Homer's The Odyssey. Water was worth 5. A papaya was worth 1.
2.
2. Coconut was 1.
Yeah, because they're everywhere.
I was going to say, I would put everything in, like, coconuts. That's my currency.
You put everything in coconut. Always
Yeah.
put everything in coconuts.
I store my
Put it
books
in the
inside
coconut.
coconuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's worth 10 coconuts or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. The Odyssey was worth $40.
It doesn't make sense.
$40.
Yeah, because it just
That's
like there's no reason you. I mean, I guess if he's smoking blunts, it's good. Like
Good paper.
yeah, good good paper for it. But
But that's like what, 8 bottles of water?
yeah, but then 8 bottles of water for a copy of Homer's Odyssey doesn't seem like a good deal either.
No.
Especially because the way it looks is like it's a first edition. Like, it is like a proper old school manuscript thing. But also, at some point, you can buy a gun, and the guns are $200. It's insane. They're worth 5 Homer's Odysseys. It's I don't. The economy on the island doesn't make any sense.
The economy is fucked.
It makes no.
It's more Joe Biden's America. Like, it was crazy. I didn't
future
understand.
liberals want.
It is, yeah. Homer's Odyssey. They want you to cheap water and expensive Homer's Odyssey. So yeah, it was crazy. But I think we found other books. There was we found some other books, but I'm pretty sure there's other stuff in there.
I was just so hung up on the Odyssey.
But Homer's Odyssey's mad.
Being worth
To find it so early
40
as well.
coconuts, 20 papayas for Homer's.
Yeah, I was picking up papayas all
So
over the
many
shop.
papayas,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was.
So
I
many
mean, this
papayas.
feels like, in Animal Crossing, how you can sell
Yeah,
an
that's-
orange for 100 bells.
Yeah.
It's like, you can pay off your mortgage by literally going outside and shaking trees. And
Yeah.
going to the guy who sold you the house and saying, here's some fruit, and then he gives you money for it, and then you go, here's that money back.
But there's an
pay off
internal
my house.
economy in Animal Crossing because you can take those bells and use them elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know why there's a dollar value
You
assigned.
wouldn't- yeah, you can't use the dollars to buy
You can't use.
anything,
No,
obviously,
you'd be using the coconuts.
because you have to trade.
Someone
Yeah.
would be like, "Can I have
But
$2?" You give them a
No
coconut.
one has any dollars.
If you'd gone in your wallet and found $200, you couldn't have bought a gun.
No,
you have to trade something.
someone
of
would
the
be like,
value of
"Why
$200.
why would I need those dollars? Why would I need 5 copies of Odyssey worth of dollars? That's useless paper."
Useless money.
So the economy didn't make any sense.
No.
Sawyer was a cowboy. He was like, "Well, what you got there, boy?
What are you buying?
What are you buying?"
Oh, Homer's Odyssey.
So that was great. But the bit that pissed me off about this section of the game, because I was just clowning on the economy bit that I found that funny. The bit that pissed me off was Chris Pine Lost exits the cockpit, and who is standing there? Ben and Juliet.
What? Juliet?
Episode 2.
Yeah,
He
the
meets
timeline
Ben and
is.
Juliet in episode 2.
Okay, so Ben is busy with his tumour.
That does come into it later on, but I'm like, what? What do you mean? He meets Ben and Juliet in episode 2.
Are they investigating the cockpit and they didn't expect anyone to be in there?
No. They were looking for him.
Right.
So what
Okay,
happens
so
is
that's Ethan's job.
We heard you
Yeah.
got a copy of Homer's Odyssey. on you.
Ethan's not
For
in
the
it.
book club.
Ethan's not in the game.
not in it.
He's
but
not
Ben
in the
and
game.
Juliet are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously at this point Ariel's ranting, and I'm just like, I literally have
fuming.
no idea what's going on.
I am absolutely fuming at this point. What do you mean he's had an encounter with the others immediately?
I was really scared at this
Are they
point because
pretending
Ariel.
to be like?
No. So what happens, they say something creepy, I can't remember, and then Juliet injects him with something, then you pass out. It's
Charlie.
like, doo-doo. Yeah.
There's heroin.
Yeah, and then you wake up day 3. Well, episode 3. It's not day 3. I think we've had a bit of a time jump.
Yeah, a
because
little bit.
then you get back to the beach, and Hurley's like, "Where have you been, man?" And you're like, "These crazy guys injected me." And then he goes, "The same things happened to Claire." So I'm like, okay.
Right, so at this point it's like the 2nd or 3rd week.
Yes.
And you've disappeared for almost
For
that.
that.
I've been wandering around the forest for an entire week.
Who
Trying to
knows?
find Vincent.
Ah,
I
you've
can't get
been
back to the beach. Where is he?
reading Homer's Odyssey, a real page turner.
So maybe Ethan is in it, in the background, injecting
He must
Claire.
be there if someone injected Claire with something.
Unless
it
it's
was
Juliet.
in this version.
Jack keeps being told she's fainted so people can go into the forest. It's like his 200th time falling for it. Well, just in case.
He would fall for it every time. That's in character.
That is in character, to be fair. So what happens is, and this is quite canon, so not only does he find his camera, but he finds a laptop. The laptop's broken, so immediately takes it to Saeed.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's it. Because he's like, he's like, Locke's got batteries.
Yeah, Locke's
Locke's got
batteries.
laptop batteries, and Locke's like, yeah, let me take you to them. They're in this cave. And you're like,
Yeah, it Loki makes no sense whatsoever.
Why would John have batteries?
I don't know, but he does apparently.
it's odd because, yeah, everyone's like, Saeed's the laptop guy.
He's
I know
the
he's a
laptop
techie,
guy.
like in
He
the show.
is, and if he can fix anything, that is part of the show.
But then he's like, actually, no, I can't do it. I'll send you
needs
to
to
the
get-
old man.
The one who thinks we should renounce all technology and return to the mud.
Yeah, and he's like,
He's
well,
got
I make
batteries.
some exceptions, and laptop batteries are one of them. I know where there's loads of them, pal.
I'll trade you for a
There
copy of
is
Homer's
cake.
The Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh, you've got that. Just joking. I didn't think you'd have it.
And then I think your flashback in this episode, you see John in the wheelchair, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you get a bit more lore. Basically, so it's closer to the time of the crash. You're in Australia. You and the girl have broken up. But she comes into this shop. And she's like yelling at the guy. And there's some kind of, I don't know, do you find out at this point that they're reporters or not?
Yeah, you do, yeah. There's something about a story.
Yeah.
Just like Hoodwinked.
It is just like Hoodwinked. There's a more explicit Hoodwinked reference to come. There isn't, but there was a line in the movie. We watched Hoodwinked last night, guys. And what a masterpiece.
It's great.
There was a line in the movie that really made me think of a riff that we did later on in the game, so we'll get there.
Okay.
That's a teaser for later on.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Whoa.
She's a report. You're both reporters and you're chasing the same story, I think, and she's mad. She's like, right, get off.
Yeah, how could you mess me? How could you? Blah, blah, blah. She's done. Yeah, she's mad. She's mad.
Basically.
Right.
But for some reason, this is all happening in a shop, and then Locke comes into the shop, and then so then Chris Pine Lost comes back to the
and
present
is he
day.
luring you into the cave because he knows he's in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Right.
He's like, oh, I remember you were in a wheelchair, and he's like, don't tell anyone, come to this cave.
Go into this cave with my battery.
With laptop batteries.
The batteries are in there. So then you have to go through a cave, and it's like a whole thing where you have a torch, and then if you go underwater, the torch goes out, and you have to. And I think we fell down a hole at one point.
Yeah, I fell down a hole. Bats keep attacking you, and there didn't seem to be any way to dodge the bats. Like bats just like swarm in, and at that point you're supposed to put you don't want to waste your torch, so you're meant to put it away. But there's no like warning. The bats just take you out.
Yeah.
There's just no bats at any point in the show.
No.
Yeah, and
That's
then
not a reference.
is that not a reference?
It's not a
Bats.
reference.
It reminded me of like Wario's gold mine. You know how like
The bats just hit you.
just hit you. And you
Yeah,
just
they
keep
just
going.
that's it. And then at one point, I think I fell off a bridge. I fell off like a stone bridge and died. And the game's like, you have to do it all again, mate. I was like, oh no.
Just from the beginning of the cave part.
Yeah.
But that's the first time we died, I think. And we got the fun screen, which was like, I can't remember did it say like you died or game over or something?
Yeah.
But then it gave you an explanation. It was like, you fell down a hole.
You fell down a hole. It was like, oh, cheers, lads. Yeah.
Timmy fell down.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't know, actually.
Didn't know.
So that's perfect. But anyway, so in the caves, you find this compass. And it says Viadomus on it. And John suddenly appears. And he's like, it means a way home in Latin. It's like, cool. And then he gives you the battery. So he did have a battery this whole time.
You just needed you to see
No,
the
he
compass.
makes you give it. There's a creature or something, and John's like, I'm not gonna help you up unless you give me
the compass.
me the compass.
Yeah, you're in a ditch at this point as well. I forgot about that. So
Yeah.
not the falling down the hole that kills you. You fall down a different hole.
You're in a
the
ditch. Yeah.
And I think you find the Adam and Eve skeletons or something, or there's a skeleton at the very least.
I was going to say, surely it's not that cave.
No, I don't think so. But there's a skeleton, and the skeleton's holding the compass.
Yes. Yeah.
And then John has to pull you out. You have to give him the compass, but then he gives you back the compass, I think.
Yeah, he does. It's very strange. You give him the compass, he helps you up, and he's like, here you go, mate.
Yeah.
And you're like, why did you make me?
And here's a laptop battery for
Yeah,
your
it was a
trouble.
prank, bro.
He was like, oh, it's just so your hand was free so I could pull you out.
Yeah, I don't know how he had a laptop battery.
No, never explained.
Checked it.
You have to follow like the compass bearings. You get to a tree and it has like a note taped to it that says 302, and then you have to find 302 on the thing and then walk in that direction.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It kind of makes no sense. But you walk through all these compass bearings and then you get to the hatch.
I was going to say, the compass leads to the hatch, that's in the show.
That is in the show.
The hatch is in the show, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's a reference.
That is a reference.
Yeah. And so the hatch, they've blown open the hatch, I believe.
Yeah, because you come out of the cave and you hear an explosion.
They've already blown open the
Yeah,
hatch.
because you hear the explosion.
But John wasn't there for that.
No.
And then you were like, oh, that's the... And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got to go
That's
there.
like the season 1 finale.
Yeah,
So we're into season 2 territory now. Vaguely.
vaguely.
So he's had 2 flashback episodes in the first season, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but also, why was John busy with you in a cave? Also, you disappeared for half of season 1.
The timeline doesn't make any
They
sense.
don't give a shit about Chris Pine Lost.
Yeah.
He's
Just
irrelevant.
wandered off into the forest and everyone's yeah.
It's odd because they wanted to make it canon, but I think then I don't think it is canon anymore. But they also wanted to give you a bit of a roller coaster of all the best lost moments, so they have to make him. They basically make him like the chosen one character. That's why he's in all these important moments.
Yeah, so you get to do all the
So
fun
yeah,
bits,
because I was like, you're so
guess.
special, blah blah blah. So you get to do the fun stuff.
Yeah, but then he is also kind of a background character for some of it,
Mm.
you know? Anyway, so you get to the hatch and Saeed is there, and he's like, you've got like, hey, I've got my battery now. And he's like, okay, I'll fix your computer, but you're not coming in the hatch. And you're like, what? Let me in the hatch. And he's like, no, I don't trust you. Because you don't know your name.
You don't know your
You don't
name.
know anything about yourself. How do I know you're not a spy?
I mean, that's fair.
Oh yeah, because they know about the other people. They know about
the
the
others now.
the others. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like, we don't know your word because the others have attacked them or something.
They kidnapped Claire,
Yeah, you've met the big guy wearing a fake mustache, and the fake mustache looks real bad in the game.
Yeah, Tom's in it as well.
Oh, Tom,
I forgot
yes.
about that. The fake beard.
When do you meet Tom?
I think he's there. You see Ben and Juliet. It's so insane because you walk out the cockpit and Ben and Juliet just stood there. They're just like, and then I think you're talking to them and Tom knocks you out from behind, I think.
Yeah.
I thought Juliet injects you with something.
And then Juliet injects you with something.
But
you're
know
like
that happens.
You're like blacking in and out.
Okay.
And then you see her inject you and then black out.
Okay.
I think. Tom definitely comes into it.
Yeah, but they've attacked or something because they've shot at someone.
Well, if it's the end of season 1, then they've taken war.
There are also times when you're walking through the jungle and you would just randomly be shot at.
Okay.
Yeah, you really needed that gun. If only I had 12 copies of Homer's Odyssey to trade.
We did get one in the end. Like, how many papayas did we have to trade
All of them.
to get that gun? We did get one.
Yeah, it was.
What did you trade Homer's Odyssey for?
I think some ammo.
Some ammo, I think.
I think I kept it for a bit because I was like, this must be
It was like,
important.
must be-
I can't just trade it away for an ammo clip. And then at some point I was like, nope, this is not going to have any bearing on the game whatsoever. So Charlie... Oh, that was it. Because Sawyer had the gun, but Charlie was selling the ammo clips.
Yeah. No reason for that.
Yeah.
It's a group economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Communist.
that happens in season 2, sort of.
Oh yeah, I guess it kind of does. With the whole gun nonsense.
The whole like Charlie helps Sawyer steal the guns thing.
So that's a reference.
That's a
Guns?
reference.
You just claim guns as a reference. Okay.
So then you have to... you have a flash. I can't remember what triggers the flashback, but you have another flashback where you have to try and remember your own name.
Yeah, because Said's like, he turns the laptop on and he's like, what the like, there's loads
No,
of...
that's later. Because that's after you're already in the hat.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I tell you what it is.
Spoilers?
He's like, you have to tell me your name. And if you're on the manifest,
If you're
I'll
on the
let you away.
manifest, Saeed's got the manifest.
I see. Okay, that's smart from Saeed, actually.
Yeah. Saeed's got the manifest.
So you just look at the manifest and go, that's me.
That one's me.
And Said's
I
like,
don't
fair
know.
play, mate. I guess that's you. Well, I had no way to prove it otherwise.
Yeah, Saeed's probably one of the only characters who acts in character in this game.
Yeah.
So I can't remember how you trigger the flashback. Maybe I think you go back to the beach. Because you're at the beach when you remember. So basically, this was the best flashback sequence because we were goofing on it so much. Because you're back in the shop where you were when you saw John in the wheelchair.
That's how
I think it
they...
carries on
Yeah.
from that. And then we were looking around the shop and we're like, well, something's going to trigger the name. And there's a pizza box on the counter. So we were just like... My name's Dave
Pizza.
It's Dave Pizza.
Yeah, that's what... I have to take a picture of the pizza box and figure it out. He's like, I'm Dave Pizza.
Dave Pizza. It's Dave. So then that just became an ongoing thing throughout the rest
He
of the
became... He
game.
morphed from Chris Pine
From
Lost.
Chris Pine Lost to Dave Pizza.
He was Dave Pizza from then on. Yeah.
Dave
Because you're
Pizza.
looking for something. It's like Usual Suspects. That's like, I'm whatever. I genuinely can't remember his name.
I was just looking on the
What's he
wiki.
called?
He's called Elliot.
Right, okay. Not as good as Dave Pizza.
Not as good as Dave Pizza.
No.
He's
Well,
Dave
it could be
Pizza.
Elliot Pizza.
No.
I know
Don't
they say
be
that,
don't
don't you
be ridiculous. What's a stupid idea?
Please, Dave Pizza was my father.
I'm
No.
Elliot Pizza. No, I think it's Elliot Maslow or something.
Yeah, okay.
Maslow.
Because of Maslow's
Doesn't the guy say
hierarchy
it?
of needs.
Like the hierarchy of needs.
Is that a reference to hierarchy?
That's a reference to psychology.
Yeah.
There are lots of characters who are named after philosophers and psychologists and stuff.
Whoa,
John
go and
Locke.
talk to Sigmund Freud.
Yeah. In my name, it's Sigmund.
Sigmund, yeah.
Sigmund Freud.
Sigmund Pizza. So yeah, basically what happens in the flashback is the lady storms in and she goes like, "You're a jerk, Elliot Maslow," and then slaps you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're at this point, it's pretty funny actually, because your character has not come across like a good guy, and even in this moment, he's just like, "Well, you gotta do what you gotta do for the story, bitch."
Yeah, no, literally, you play as an absolute arsehole.
He is a bastard. You'll find out. He's a total
piece
bastard.
of shit.
Yeah.
But then I guess that a lot of the characters are pieces of shit, so I was like, that's canon.
It's kind of,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Jacob only picks the candidates who are pieces of shit.
yeah.
Anyway, but then I remember, because the thing said to talk to people on the beach, he remembers his name, and so we were talking to people on the beach, and the dialogue option that you could pick to speak to everyone was, "My name is Elliot Maslow."
Yeah, and everyone's like, okay.
Nobody gives a shit.
Everyone's like, Kate's like, all right.
50 days of him not remembering his name and nobody cares.
He's running around the camp going, "My name is Elliot Maslow,"
Everyone's
and
like,
Sawyer's like, "Well, whoop-de-doo."
What do you do? Kate's like making a paper airplane, which is, she's messing about with
No, she's holding the toy plane.
toy plane.
The
That's
toy
it.
plane.
That's
That's a reference.
So-
That is a reference.
That's a
Yeah.
So he remembers his name, Dave Pizza. He goes back to Saeed and Saeed's like, "Oh, cool, you're on the manifest. Perfect. Into the hatch you go."
But he's also like, "I still don't trust you." You're like, "I literally passed the one test you gave me. Literally just passed it." And Saeed's like, "I still don't trust you." You're like, "What do you want?"
You asked for my name, I gave you my name.
I gave you my name.
Quite
Give name,
literally.
give trust.
But then commences the best part of the game, which
you're in
is
the hatch.
walking around the hatch. And it's very cool, and I was nerding out a lot because you get to look
Did
around
you get
the hatch.
to get an idea of like what the layout of the
Yeah,
hatch
you
is?
do. You
'Cause
see
we
the
were
little
saying
gym
this.
section.
I wish
and-
you could have like a floor plan.
Yeah, you see the gym, the washing machine and stuff. You see all
You
the,
see,
like,
the gym, and
Desmond stuff.
see the gym and the washing machine.
It's
It's like all that great.
Oh my
that
god, no, I forgot.
washing machine reference
There's a-
to Lost.
There's a bit earlier where you meet Desmond. You're walking through the jungle on the compass bearers, and I'm not joking, he's knelt on the floor looking at a map.
Yeah.
You tell me about this. You randomly meet him and he like runs away and you never see him again.
And I was like, "It's Desmond! Desmond, he's the best character!" And I was saying to you, because obviously I didn't have the audio, I was like, "Does he have a Scottish accent? Does he have a Scottish accent?"
And he sort of did, technically. Technically, he had a Scottish accent. Yeah, it wasn't great, but yeah, Desmond.
Yeah. And then you could talk to him a little bit, and he actually spilled loads of hatch tea. Like, he told you that there was, like, turn of the screw, and the key was in turn of the screw and stuff. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's in the show, and all of this stuff." And then when you get into the hatch, you can do little side quests, so you can find turn of the screw on the bookcase, and if you take a picture of it, it unlocks an achievement, basically.
Yeah, you unlock like little extras, and also when
Photo of the screw.
because the game would tell you when there's important things to take a pic. Like you could
Yeah.
photos for information, but if you took a photo of something that wasn't relevant, the guy would be like, "No, that's not. That's you. A little more, a little zoom." But because the game was so sensitive, the amount of times I had to hear him be like, "I just need a bit more focus." No. I was like, "Fucking hell!" Like, but then it would just be a slight thing, and it'd be like, "I've taken a picture of it. I've literally taken a picture of it," and he just keeps going, No, that's nothing." And you're like, "Oh my god, mate, this is insane." So yeah, taking pictures of books.
Yeah, I made Ben do all that. I was like, "No, we've got to take a picture of turn of the screw."
Yeah,
no, it wasn't
uniform.
relevant. Also, we took a picture of the numbers on the outside of the hatch when we saw the outside.
Nice.
So that was fun.
Yeah, numbers reference.
That's
That is a reference.
Big reference.
Big reference.
So you're walking around the hatch, and then like immediately the blast doors. Is it the blast doors yet? Maybe. I think the blast doors come down immediately.
Yeah.
And then Saeed's on the outside like, "What's going on? What did you do?" And you're like, "I didn't do shit. What are you talking about?" And then you have to enter the code. You get to enter the numbers, which
I was genuinely quite
so
happy.
exciting.
Happy for you that you got to. I got to do it. You live vicariously through me.
Yeah, and it was amazing, and it was really, really cool. And I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get to enter the numbers. This is
Because
so
the alarm
cool."
was.
The alarm was blaring, and then we got the computer up, and then obviously Ben didn't know the numbers, so I was like, "Okay, I'll tell you the numbers. 4, 8. The video call cuts out.
Oh my god.
I'm not joking.
Yeah,
the video call cut out right as I was reciting the numbers.
It was an incredible. It was pure cinema. It was
was.
absolute cinema.
It was.
As
You
Martin
couldn't write it,
Scorsese would
honestly.
say. No, certainly the writers of Lost could not write it. Because they'd never tell us where you went. They'd just be like, Ariel's gone.
She's gone.
And then we never saw her again.
Yeah,
It was
amazing.
It was crazy. I was
It
like,
my heart
Ariel,
was going. I was
Ariel.
like, oh my god, no, we're gonna die, we're gonna blow up. But
And we
I
did.
think
I had
we
to
did.
start the game. I had to bring it up again.
There was definitely one point where it came up with you didn't enter the numbers. Was the
Yeah,
reason
you didn't
died.
enter. Yeah.
So then we went back and we entered the numbers correctly, but then there was the blast doors didn't go up straight away because then there was an option to turn the black light on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, do it. And then the map comes up on the door. And I was
Take
like,
a picture of the map.
take a picture of the map because it will go. But then we spent so long trying to get a picture of the map that then the numbers alarm went again.
Yeah, it blew up.
It was
Yeah.
108 minutes to take a picture of the
It was
map.
108 minutes to take a picture of the map.
Yeah.
But then the gag was there was a second map. Yeah. So there was the map, which actually wasn't relevant to the game at all, but obviously they had to have the map. There was a second map, which kind of pointed you to a secret door. And we were like, oh.
We'd found it. We'd already found the door because I remember this was where my video game knowledge came in. Always look behind waterfalls. And there was a waterfall, I went behind it, and I was like, oh, that's a door.
Yeah.
And we're like,
And
okay.
I was like, I never would have thought to do that.
Yeah.
But the map points you towards the
Not very well though. I don't
Not
think you'd
well.
I don't think you'd ever would have found it without.
You've not found it first.
No,
Yeah.
no. But then the blast doors come up, I think. And
You lift them up. You access the system and you answer
you
its
can
weird
turn black
quiz.
lights on and lift the blast doors. You can do a lot more with the computer than you can in the show.
Yeah.
Did you text Walt
No, we didn't text Walt, unfortunately. Walt's not in it.
at all?
No, not in the game.
Well, Michael yells for him, so I guess he exists.
He exists, but you don't ever see him.
Rude.
And then there's like they have this extra like level on the computers of like a Dharma psychology quiz, which is basically just like a really easy logic puzzle that you have to solve. It would just be like 3, 6, 9. What's next in the sequence?
Yeah.
So you have to do that, and then you can access all the controls basically.
Right.
Which was like lift it up and then open the blast doors.
Yeah. So we messed around with all of that, but then we had to do more fuse puzzles.
This was the most infuriating. It took
Well, at
hours.
least in the hatch there'd be fuses. That's like, of all the places in the show, there would be a fuse box.
Don't try and justify
The
it.
hatch is where it'd be.
You do
more
not
so
have-
than-
Defend the fuse.
You don't have our
boxes.
lived experience, Velvet. You can't possibly know what we went through.
There were 3
Yeah, and
3 fuse boxes.
but all the fuses, you had to find them. So
Oh,
you
yes.
could possibly not find them and just not
we
be able to
spent
complete the
ages on
puzzle.
one, and we couldn't figure out the right combination because we didn't have the right ones.
We didn't
and
have
then
the
we
right
looked in the different
fuses.
room, and then we're like, oh, well, there's shit.
Yeah,
There's shit on in here.
It
That's
was,
really frustrating.
and I think it was the closest I think we came to never speaking to each other again because I kept failing. I just couldn't do it.
And I was just like so.
try this, and then it
Done.
must have been an hour. I think 45
Probably.
minutes
Doing
until
those
you were just like, I'm just
fuses.
gonna look up the.
Just looked it up.
Just looked it
I
up.
was like, I can't do this anymore. Too many fuse puzzles, and so it's like if it was just something difficult but related to the show, I wouldn't be too mad. But it's the fact that
completely
there was
unrelated.
no reason for it
It's
to be
not
there.
related.
Yeah. I don't even know what we were trying to achieve with those ones.
I don't know either.
Then here's a tea cutscene. Saeed and Jack storm in and they push up against the wall and they're like, well, so-called Elliot Maslow, we know that you're really one of them. Saeed has hacked your computer.
I
and
found weapons.
Found weapons on the computer.
He says that as well.
Now, you might be wondering, how are there weapons on a computer? we
Yeah.
were wondering the
We
same
found a
thing.
gun on the computer.
There's a
You've got
gun
pictures of knives.
in the computer. He genuinely says we found weapons
on the computer, yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
But what I think, it turns out it's like just documents talking about guns and stuff from another corporation. I can't remember the name of the corporation, whether it's a reference or just a made-up one
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
show.
One of them was made up, but it was all related to Hansai
Right.
Foundation,
Yeah.
which is a reference, but I can't really remember the backstory. Elliot had a very convoluted backstory, and I was just like, what? But basically, they find this in quote unquote incriminating material on his computer, and they lock him in the armory. and take away all your shit.
So
they took away all our papayas.
Yeah.
But there's no Ben.
So the Henry Gale stuff doesn't happen, it's you instead.
Okay.
Which is
But
kind of
Ben
fun.
is there.
But Ben is there, but he doesn't come and infiltrate as Henry Gale. So then it's next episode or whatever. Kate is guarding
It's
the
now
armory.
episode 4.
Yes.
All of that happened
No,
in episode 3.
I think there was maybe a second, possibly.
Episode
Question,
3 was a
who
big
knows?
one.
It was a big one. Who knows? So it's a new episode at the very least. I remember this because you're in the armory. You got none of your stuff. They took all our papayas. And Kate's guarding the armory, and he's like, "Let me out, Kate. My name is Elliot Mass."
And she's like, yeah, all right.
Basically, she decides to let you out really quickly, but you have to have a flashback first, I think.
Yeah.
And then you have a flashback, and then that's when you discover that the laptop is actually the girl's.
Yes.
The girl's named Lisa or something.
Right.
It's actually her laptop, and she
was an author.
No. She's gone too deep in the investigation.
She's creating weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, and then Bush invades Iraq based on this information.
Okay.
We've got information from Dave
Lisa.
Pizza.
Lisa Pizza.
Lisa Pizza, yeah. I think it's something like she's ended up finding classified files.
She's doing espionage. She's doing corporate.
She's doing spy
yeah.
shit.
Right.
She's researching journalist
journalist
shit.
Yeah.
But it's dodgy, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so then he explains to Kate, I just remembered conveniently, that's what the information is. And Kate's like, okay, cool. And then lets
nice.
you out the armory.
She would, to be fair.
And then you get all of your stuff back, including the gun that we bought.
Yeah, is the gun still there?
The papayas still
Yeah,
there.
just that's the one weapon they weren't worried about.
We found weapons on the computer, but you can keep your
You
gun.
can keep your
Keep
gun.
the gun, though.
You spent a lot of money on that.
To be fair. You
What
know, I
bucks?
traded that fair and square. Then you escape the hatch, and I'm pretty sure it turns into Temple Run. Is this when it turns into Temple Run?
No, that's later on, when you're escaping from the smoke monster.
Is that not this bit?
No, I don't think so.
What happens at this bit then?
In this bit, you leave out, and then you need to go and... Don't you meet up with Juliet again or something? Or you find the ship? Is this where you find the ship?
Yes.
Oh my god, why are they bringing the Black Rock into this?
The Titanic.
Yeah, we called it the Titanic.
I kept saying, imagine if you just kept going, guys, I found the Titanic. It's like, no, you haven't. This is completely different. Please, guys, this time I'm not lying. It's the Titanic.
It's the Titanic. It's in the jungle. The Titanic. So I remember now, the second door, he's going to go and get dynamite to blow it open. The door to the
The door
waterfall.
behind the waterfall, gotcha. Is the door behind the waterfall like a jungle door, or is it like a Dharma Initiative door?
Fucking we'll get to that.
Okay.
It's Dharma Initiative.
It's a secret station.
The door opens onto, you're not going to fucking believe. Anyway, so we go to the Titanic, and we walking around it.
Oh, yeah.
You tell it actually, because it really cracked me up. I won't be able to.
There's
say
basically obviously dead people on the crew, but one of the skeletons is positioned so that he's lying down and his hand is by his crotch. So I said he went out cranking it because it looked like he was jacking off as he died. And I was like, it was because he's like lying there. I don't know if it's accurate, and his hand's there, and he's like that. So I was like, whoa, he died cranking it. Because he looks like he's cranking
the
it.
phrase, he was cranking it in his final moments.
Yeah, that was it. He was cranking it in his final moment.
Absolutely had me on the floor. I was in tears.
Because he did look like he was cranking it in his final moments.
He was cranking it in his...
It just very oddly positioned that his hand was like that. But yeah, he was walking around the ship being like, whoa, the Titanic.
Yeah. So you get the dynamite, you go back.
You can't run with the dynamite,
You
though.
can't run with the dynamite.
No.
Yeah, because we
I
ran
immediately-
the dynamite and then immediately died. It went, you ran with the
Yeah,
dynamite.
I immediately... Because it doesn't tell you that you can't.
No,
You
it
just...
doesn't tell you that you
You
can't.
grab the dynamite, and I was just like, okay, time to go. And then it just blows up. And I was like, all right.
You ran with the dynamite, and then that opened up a whole new avenue of riffing, of being like, you sauntered leisurely
Yeah,
with the
you
dynamite.
walked with it, you breathed with the
jogged with
dynamite.
the yeah,
Because you can't jump, you can't do anything. You can only walk slowly.
You coughed too loudly while holding
You
the
sneezed.
dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah,
You
you
sneezed
sneezed with
with
the dynamite.
dynamite.
So then you have to walk really carefully back and then the monster comes back, and you're like, shit, I can't run with the dynamite, so you have to hide in the trees a lot.
Yeah, and also because the game is not graphically that advanced, everything looks the same. So I was just going back and forth like all the time. And what you're supposed to do is there's flags, and then you click on the flag, and then it'll zoom in on where you're supposed to go. But the game is so that as soon as that zoom in ended, I was like, I've immediately forgotten which way it's like it doesn't, because the perspective of the character, it doesn't change your character's. You're not looking at where the zoom in was.
No.
You could be looking that way. You press it, it zooms in that way, and I'm like, oh, well, then surely it must be this way.
Yeah.
But then the game's like, no, and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was ages doing that.
With the monster as well, not leaving us alone, and we couldn't run with the dynamite, so that took forever.
I was walking with the dynamite. You hid in the trees with the dynamite. You alright, mate? You alright, mate? You got the dynamite there, pal. You need another laptop battery.
I'll take the dynamite, but you've got to go in this cave.
Yeah, you got the dynamite says Viadomus on it. So we did that.
Oh fuck! There was also, we forgot, you had to type Viadomus into the computer.
That was it. Yeah.
It said, after you put the numbers in, it said enter away home. And he has put in, we're like, I know what away home is. Viadomus, and then it gave you access to the control. Oh, then you had to do the psychology test, and then it gave you access to the control.
You jump through so many hoops as you turn on a black light.
I know.
That turns on its own.
Turns on its own in the show.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, just
what
it.
the
We had to
hell?
turn it on, in the game.
They don't speak.
But I do remember you going, I'm just gonna check just for safety. I'm just gonna check just in case. And put Dave Pizza.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing
Nothing unlocked.
It's good to check.
It's good to check. Yeah.
Just,
always good to check because you got to 100% the game, obviously.
Yeah,
there was no way we 100%.
Yeah, I was like, who on earth has unlocked this achievement as well? So I've typed in Dave Pizza. JJ Abrams pops up and he's like, well done. You found the secret.
And then he explains every unanswered question.
Yeah, he does. And then the game blows up. My computer blew up. That was when Ariel had cut out. Yeah, and I was like, no!
It said, you J.J. Abrams with the dynamite.
You J.J. Abrams with the dynamite, yeah.
You Dave Pizza with the dynamite.
Mm-hmm. We Dave Pizza too close to the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. There's margarita everywhere. But, yeah, and then you get back with the dynamite.
And we put the dynamite on the door and then nothing happened. I remember this, and we were just being like, so what do we do now?
Yeah, there's no indication of what you're supposed to do. And then I was like, do I shoot it?
And then I was like, surely that's a bad idea because we're like 10 feet away from the dynamite. And then there was some kind of, you said there was some kind of like dialogue thing where he went like, that dynamite would look good with a bullet in it.
Yeah, something like that.
Super cringe.
If you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
So the answer was to shoot the dynamite, which we did, and then you're never gonna believe what the door opened onto.
Did it make the waterfall evaporate from the fire?
No, unfortunately.
No.
That would have been cool.
You need to hold my hand. Okay? Deep breaths. It opens onto the nuclear reactor, electromagnetic reactor, which is underneath the hatch.
Okay. Now, how is it there?
I know. Above ground.
Above ground.
Apart from the fact that it's under a waterfall door.
Nowhere near the hatch.
It's like round the
Isn't
corner
this
from the
something
hatch.
you were saying as well? You don't actually see this in the show.
Never
This
see
is
that in
a
the
game
show.
exclusive.
Yeah.
No, it's got concrete poured all over it.
Exactly. But somehow there's a door behind a waterfall that you can just blow open and go and look at it. I'm like, bro should be dying of radiation exposure.
He shouldn't be alive.
No.
Because you just look at it and you're like, all right.
And surely the electromagnetism is so strong at that point. Like, if he had anything metal on him, he would just be
attached to it.
Yeah. Like, but no, he's just looking at it. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I got so mad. I was like, what do you mean we're looking at the generator?
Yeah, no, that's pretty annoying.
I was screaming and crying, and it's octagonal, of course. It's just like a big sort of octagonal chamber
with like a bit. It is very strange.
And then there's a fucking computer.
It wouldn't work, I don't think.
I don't know. I think we typed in ended the episode somehow in that room.
Do you get knocked out again? He gets knocked out a lot in the course of the game. He would have serious brain damage.
That is a reference.
They all get knocked out.
Hit from behind there's a card in the game which just says hit from behind.
I don't know if that's referencing something different though. Getting hit from.
You're not taking this seriously.
No, I'm not. I'm not taking it seriously. I've played the game. Why would I take it seriously?
when you're seeing that kind of goofy shit, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so there's a reactor in there. I think there's a computer in there as well. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we typed something.
books?
I think there was like a water bottle. I think I picked up a full water bottle. Yeah.
Next to the generator.
Let's drink electromagnetic radiation water. That'll do well for me.
Electrolytes.
And my brain that's been gone through a lot of trauma recently.
Oh, Powerade, sweet.
I was so angry. And this isn't even the bit that pissed me off the most. We'll get there. Anyway,
so now we're on episode 5?
Yeah.
No, yeah, so you're right. We must, unless there's 6 episodes.
There might be 6
Yeah,
episodes.
because it's episode.
We've still got a bit to go. Unfortunately, strapping.
Okay.
So, this is when it's Temple Run.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, it might be.
Because you've got to get to Juliet somehow.
Yeah.
Unless you just spawn and Juliet's there.
Possible.
But I'm pretty sure there's definitely a bit in the game where you're running away from the monster. It can't be when you have the dynamite, because she can't run.
Can't run with the dynamite.
You're running away from the monster, it turns into Temple Run. And you have to like duck under things and jump over things and dodge things and stuff like that.
It's really hard.
Yeah, and it was like so.
Because you went to, I
as
think
well.
you nipped to the loo, and I died like 3 times while you were away.
Oh yeah.
The game's not responsive in this. It's not built to be a Temple Run clone.
Yeah.
Because I would duck and you'd just fall over and you'd sort of stumble back up and the smoke monster would get you. Oh yeah, this is where you missed a huge vital part. Because because then I won I'll take over narrating here because I was playing. Because I won at Temple Run and the game was like, well done, mate. And you run into a field and then the smoke monster comes up to you and like looks at you. And then disappears again.
Like it does with Echo.
Like it does with
Yeah.
Echo. Yes, I remember you saying
And I was
this.
like kind of gutted that you'd missed it because that seemed like a big moment.
It is
That's
a
a
huge
reference.
moment.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
also implies that Dave Pizza is very special.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
they made him a special guy.
'Cause,
And then
like, you know,
and then I didn't
that's
move
basically-
because I was like, I don't want to trigger anything else. I don't want to kick off something J.J. Abrams video message.
So just like the monster comes up to you, leaves, and then you just start.
Yeah, I was just stood there waiting for you to come back, and then you did. Oh no, I tell you what I did. I went because Juliet's then there in the field as well.
Yes.
I killed myself by mistake by walking into the power lines.
The sonar
field.
fence.
I didn't know what that was, and I just walked in, and it's like you walked into the sonar. I was like, what?
You walked into the sonar fence.
Yeah.
With the dynamite.
Yeah, and then I was like, right, I'm not playing anymore. This is.
Yeah, see, if only you'd had me there, because then I
You
would
would've
have
told
known.
me.
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
The sonar fence is the way that the others protect
Yes.
where they live. and
Yeah, yeah.
From the monster.
Right.
If you walk through it, like you're.
But yeah, he kind of zooms in with his like, I guess it would be his smoke monster hog. Like soon comes out.
Looks at you.
Yeah. Looks at you and then vanishes.
Very, very interesting. Lots of implications.
Lots of
about
implications
Dave
about Dave
Pizza.
And how important he is.
But let's not even get into that. So then you meet Juliet at the sonar fence, and she's like, "Hey, bestie." So she knows all about you, of course, because the others have all this
They like
information on the
research.
crash survivors, and so she says something like, "You killed Lisa," or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like,
And you're
"Oh,
like, did
shit."
I?
Yeah. Oh, and the ghost that you've been seeing around is Lisa as well.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see her
Oh,
a couple
okay.
more times as well.
Right.
I think she's in the cave when Locke. I think that's
Yeah,
why
you
fall in the
follow
hole,
Locke.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you follow
following
her.
Lisa Ghost, and then you fall in the
That
hole.
feels like it would have been important for you to mention.
Sorry.
We're in the cave.
Because there's a lot going. I don't know if you can tell.
I was
There's a
too
lot that's happened.
preoccupied with
Yeah.
the pie. So it's like you killed Lisa, and then you're like, oh shit, did we kill Lisa? And then I think there's a flashback sequence where he's been a dick to her, and then she gets taken.
You're in the
away
hotel.
gunpoint.
You're in the hotel, and that's also where you see the priest.
Echo's in the hotel.
He's
Echoes
just
in the-
stood on the balcony though, and I was like, "There's no way they're gonna put a priest there without it being a reference." So I was like, "Is that
It's
priest?"
just a guy in a
priest
priest
on the
outfit
balcony.
Yeah.
on a balcony in the background, doesn't say anything,
Doesn't say
move,
anything, 'cause
doesn't
I was
do
like, "Is that a
anything." I was like,
reference?
that's Echo!
I was like, "Yeah."
So you're staying in the same
Brilliant.
hotel as Echo, apparently.
So, but this must have happened right before the crash, because if Lisa was yelling at you, was saying you're a wanker Dave Pizza or whatever she said to him,
Yeah, that was
when
word for word.
Yeah, because this was set.
in the shop where you saw John,
Yeah.
it must be on his holiday, which was like a week before the crash.
Yes, it all is. This is all happening
No,
in
yeah,
Australia.
but she's shouting at him about a different not this story, because the end of this story,
Yeah, no, but I think it is all about this, because the Thailand one was years ago when they were dating, so they've split up since then, and then they've both found each other in Australia. They're both looking over the same story, so I think this is all in the lead up to the crash.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
John's there.
Must be John's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're in the hotel and you're like, we need to sneak in to the hotel, that elevator, but there's a guy there with a gun, and you're like, okay, and the way you distract the guard to get in is you go, that's a journalist, that. And the guy with the gun is like, let's take you out back and shoot you, basically. And
so you literally sent her to her death.
Pretty much, because...
He didn't go for, there's a pregnant lady who's fainted.
No, he's just immediately like, that's a journalist. And he's like, oh, what? And you like smugly... she's like, what the hell? Obviously, her life's in danger.
And then he gets into the lift and like goes...
Yeah,
and like shrugs and smirks, and I'm like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit.
He really is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Real piece of shit.
Yeah, awful. So then, I don't know what Juliet's reaction to that is, but for some reason she lets you in. She turns off the sonar fence and lets you in.
She's like, you killed Lisa, and we respect that.
We like that kind of attitude over here. But then, for some reason, Mikhail's house and the flame station is within the sonar fence.
Quite literally not where it is.
Oh, don't piss me off.
Because
Why?
it literally...
I think he was knocked out at that point.
When they take him from his house to the barracks, they go through the sonar fence.
Yeah.
Because that's when Mikhail dies for the first time.
Yeah.
What?
Mikhail's immortal.
He dies, I think, 3 times over the course
Okay,
of the
yeah, right, okay.
back.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, yeah.
He's not actually canonically immortal. In all of them, they go, oh, well, it's a good job it wasn't fatal and stuff like that.
Oh, classic.
But we're like,
But it's like he's definitely immortal.
Yeah.
Maybe you do get knocked out. Maybe Juliet knocks you out, and then you...
Because you wake up in the...
flame station.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe she didn't bring you through the fence.
Yeah,
maybe she took you to the flame for some reason.
But I just remember...
You wake up in the thing.
Yeah. There's another fuse puzzle.
Oh,
we were like,
word.
at this point, we were just over it. Just immediately Googled the answer because we didn't...
Yeah, I did.
We were so dumb.
Yeah.
And then the flame is like a fucking maze. You have to go through loads and loads of hallways and stuff.
You find a computer.
Yes, this is
Enter
the fun
77.
part. And 77 is in it. So you find a computer, you have to do a psychology test.
Did you enter 77?
I said don't.
I said, yeah, and I was like,
I was
it
like,
would be
don't.
very funny to do it, but...
Then it blows
up and you
But no,
die.
you call for help as well. Apparently, you can call for supplies there as well.
Yeah, it's all the things that are in the show, like pallet drop and mainland communication and stuff, and then incursion by the hostiles.
Mm-hmm.
Is all the numbers, like not the numbers, but the numbers that it is in the show. And I was like, this is cool. So I was back on board after the atrocious generator bit. I was back on board.
Back on board with the war.
Do you know what? We've not mentioned the guy who's now going to pop up. The Russian guy. Is it Russian?
I completely forgot about him. Yes.
He'd done a lot of knocking out.
Yes.
Oh.
He was like, I need that photo. He was like looking after a specific photo.
This happens on night 1. We forgot this.
Yeah,
part.
night back go.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, we're not.
So you wake up, right? And
You're following the dog. And no, so it's after the initial crash bit. I think you have to do a fuse puzzle right at the start as well.
Yeah,
I
you
think
do.
Jack's doing CPR, by the way, not on Rose, on a man for no reason. He's doing CPR and he's like, the engine's gonna explode. You gotta do the fuse.
do a fuse puzzle
And
to
he's
turn
like,
it
okay,
off.
it does it. The engine doesn't explode and it's all good.
It does explode in the show though.
Yeah, or I think there's a minor explosion and then the thing happens where he falls with Claire and stuff, as it does in the show. And then it's like the aftermath as it is in the show. And then some guy tackles you to the ground. He's like another bald man, isn't he? And he's like, I need that photo or something.
Yeah, because you've gone to look for your stuff, and everyone's like, all the backpacks are over there.
Oh yeah, we had to find a backpack. This is when we picked up 1 million coconuts.
Yeah.
And so you find a backpack but hasn't got the camera in it, but he's like, I need that photo or something. And then Saeed's like, someone's attacking Dave Pizza.
Yeah,
and then people run over and he's like, oh, and then he runs into the jungle. And you're like, well, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that?
Because at first I was like, this must be like some kind of hallucination, but no, because everyone sees him. So you're like, okay, so he's got a connection to one of the other survivors who's also like a new character. Then he crops up at various points and knocks you out and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he's in this point. This is where he becomes relevant.
So he's an other.
No.
No.
He has Mikhail tied up. What are they talking about? They're having some kind of conversation that you overhear.
Yeah, they're having a conversation about something, and then I think he's I think someone has told you that this guy knows something about you or whatever, because then he puts the gun on him. And what you have to do is you have to open the door and then shoot really quick, or he shoots you and you die. And I failed it a couple of times because the aiming's really bad. So open the door and you open the door and you have to go. But I'd open the door and the guy would go. So then I'd get shot straight away. And then eventually I did it. And then Mikhail's like, he's the only one who knew where you were. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes, this is the whole thing. So I think the bald man is like going, oh, you have information about my shady deals and stuff, because the others have researched them. To Mikhail. I think that's why he's got him chained up. And then, so you save Mikhail by shooting the bald guy, and then Mikhail's like,
you fucking idiot.
Well done, Dave Pizza, you idiot. He's the only one who is from your past. He could have helped you with your amnesia.
Well, but Mikhail did all this research. He could just tell you what your past.
He's being a dickhead, basically. He's being a
They're not
knocker.
going to help.
You've just killed someone and he's being mean to you.
Yeah, you just saved him and he's like, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I went and typed in 77, blew up.
Blew him up.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And fuck me too.
We're both dying. I don't need memories when I'm dead.
Yeah.
77.
So then we move into season 3 territory.
Okay.
So we're in season 3 now, because then you get kidnapped by the others and put in the aquarium.
Okay.
Where Jack
How's the hatch blown up?
That was ages ago, the hatch. They blew the hatch up ages ago. I tried to jump in the blown up hatch, but it wouldn't let you.
That's the top part.
Yeah.
You
Like
can't
whole
go
hatch.
down.
There's another hatch!
The whole thing gets blown up at the end of season 2.
Right.
I don't think it does, because you've literally looked at the generator. So if it was going to get blown up, surely it would be around about that time and then you would die.
I guess it just stays in this version.
I think so. I don't know if Desmond doesn't come back, like he doesn't feature in the game again, but maybe he comes back in the background or something. Who the fuck knows? The game's about to end. The game's about to end. We've got one episode left to go.
Ariel did really well. You confronted your fear of sharks, because there is a big shark in there.
Punish a shark, yes.
I had to grab a thing off a radar beam or something. I can't remember what it was. It was some fucking techno bullshit to build something to help me.
Did Ariel tell you about how when she had to fight, there was which one is it? Assassin's Creed?
You had to fight a shark.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed
Black
4.
Flag with that. Yeah.
Black Flag. And I was watching it because I like Our Flagman's Death, so Ariel was like, come see Steed. And so I was just watching her talk to Steed. And then she had to fight a shark, closed her eyes and tried to fight the shark with her eyes closed. It obviously immediately died, and then I had to fight the shark.
Oh, what?
Even though I'd never played Assassin's Creed and I had no idea what the controls were. And I had to kill the shark because Ariel wouldn't look at it.
No, I had to
Yeah, no, you were having none of the shark. You really didn't like it.
Happy.
No. I mean, it wasn't... Look, viewers, it wasn't a well animated shoot, but this powerful fit. It's just the even implication.
Yeah. Well, there's like sharks in Resident Evil 1 as well, and they're like low poly, but I still can't do that bit.
They're zombie sharks as well. They probably are quite scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this shark, it was like.
It wasn't even moving, was it? It was
no,
like
I think it was dead.
To some kind
because
of,
it was. I think it was dead.
There's another fuse puzzle.
And then that opens some doors.
Yeah, you're in the aquarium. Tom comes back at this point as well, I think. You're walking around the aquarium. I think you do the fuse puzzle to get out, maybe, or I don't fucking know. But anyway, you get into a room with Ben and Juliet just sat at a desk.
Yeah, they're just sat there.
They're just sat at a desk.
Just hanging out.
And Ben's like, we have a proposition for you, Dave Pizza.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, there's an implication that Ben's been manipulating you this whole time, and he left the compass there for you to find, to guide you to him.
Okay.
And he's like, I have cancer on my spine, as we know, that's in the show. I need Jack to come and do surgery on me. So I will give you a boat to get off the island if you lure Jack back to me.
So you're Michael.
So you turn into Michael in the game, yeah. Which is kind of crazy because it gives you like a villain arc. Like you then have to betray Jack. And that generated one of the best ongoing bits that we had, I believe, which was just going, oh yeah, no, I just spoke to Jack actually, and he said the weirdest thing to me. He said, like, the last thing I need right now is to be betrayed.
Yeah. Yeah, I just found a letter and it just says, please don't betray it. This is the only thing, the worst possible thing that could happen to me right now is I get betrayed.
I get betrayed.
He's just been ranting about it for ages. But yeah, he's over there.
Just the last thing.
And he's like changed clothes as well. I don't know if he's just in like cargo pants. He's like a red shirt and cargo pants. And I was like, cool. I didn't know you were cool like that. But he's like the only one who's changed clothes, I'm pretty sure.
Dave Pizza changes clothes.
No, Jack is in like a red shirt and cargo pants.
Yeah, he's in his.
He's in his regular outfit.
But no one else.
Suit. Was he just in the suit before?
Yeah, he was in the suit when now he's in just.
Kate's wearing the dirty tank top.
Still, yeah, that's the thing. He's the only one who's.
She does still wear that. Though.
Yeah.
That is canon. She doesn't change out of that shirt for like the entire
Right,
last 3
okay.
seasons.
Yeah.
And then and Charlie's talking about there's a reference to his song, right? Down the road or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's running his mouth on the beach. There are lots of different little bits of dialogue that I haven't mentioned. Like there's one bit where you go over to Hurley after you've discovered the hatch, and he's like, "We're all gonna die. It's my fault the plane crashed," and things like that. You know.
Right.
And he's whispering the numbers to himself and things like that. There's lots of fun little bits. You know, Sun has.
Have the numbers appeared in your backstory yet?
No, I don't think they come up, which is shame.
That's insane.
Oh, apart from I think your hotel room number is 42.
Okay.
But that's like it.
Yeah, there might have been other. I might have missed some. Like looking at, you could look at newspapers.
I would have been paying attention.
Yeah, and there was stuff, but
yeah, there were little interactive elements in all of the flashback bits.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like looking at
Press
newspapers.
X to remember.
I've seen a bedroom.
Well done. Are you talking? Is that just generally? Yeah, are you just showing off now? Are you just bragging?
You said press X to remember.
Yeah,
You remembered.
I've seen a bedroom. Don't know about you guys.
My name.
Yeah.
Bedroom pizza.
Bedroom. Yeah, I've seen a bedroom. Not to show off, but I've seen a bedroom or two in my lifetime.
In the making of the video game, they talk about how you go through flashbacks to remember your past life, and there was like a bedroom, and they were animating a bedroom. Is that the hotel?
It might be, yeah.
Don't even
Oh no,
remember
Matt.
being in
I
a
think
bedroom.
that's because you can go in your little hut in Thailand. I think so. Maybe that was that. Because that's
Maybe.
Thailand.
But I
We'll have
can't-
to watch that DVD extra again, so you can show me all the bits.
Yeah. Anyway, so where are we? You're about to betray Jack.
Yeah, you're like-
that's the thing I was going to say, because so there was a line in Hoodwink. You find out that the grandma, obviously at first you think she's just like...
Wait, we're talking about Hoodwink
Yeah,
now.
we're talking
You
about
can't. When talking about Lost, you absolutely cannot jump into another show.
I'm jumping
or
straight
another-
into Hoodwink to keep up.
So I was like, the grandma?
There's
What?
there's a grandma, and you of course you think she's a sweet old lady at first, but then you find out that she is like a skiing and snowboarding and skateboarding champion and all of these things, and she's got this
Sick.
secret
So,
double life.
if you want to listen to Glenn Close say the sentence, "What up, my homies? Are you ready to get spanked?" then watch Hoodwinked.
That's pretty
it.
good. Yeah,
Says that
that's
to a
pretty good.
polar bear at a snowboarding competition.
Yeah, it's
Polar bears. That's a reference to Lost.
that is a reference to Lost. That is a reference to Lost. So it's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
And then there's a flashback sequence reference to Lost in Hoodwinks where Red finds a medal in the cutlery drawer or something, and she's like, "This says a cage fighting champion or something on it," and the grandma laughs and goes, "If there's two things your grandma doesn't do, it's lie and play extreme sports." And
It's
it
just both
really
of
made
them.
me think of the last thing I need
need
right now
is
is to be betrayed.
It's just the one thing I don't need. I hope no one betrays me at this
I
point.
really hope no one betrays me, because
Yeah, 'cause you-
that would just be awful, wouldn't
Yeah. And then you walk over to Jack and you're like, "Jack, you've got to see this. I've found the Titanic."
it?
There's a lady who fainted
Yeah.
in an aquarium.
Yeah.
No, you should take him to the ship.
You take him to the Black Rock.
The Titanic.
The Titanic, yeah. You gotta see this. There's a skeleton.
There's
and it was cranking.
He was cranking it in his
died
final
cranking
moments. Yeah.
And Jack's like, why am I taking me to the ship? And he's like, just trust me, just come,
Please, yeah.
please. It's like, well, as long as you don't betray me.
Yeah, please don't betray me.
All right, because that's the last thing I need right now, is to be betrayed.
To be betrayed.
So then you get back to the Black Rock. At some point as well, we have the final flashback. It's
Yes.
before this, isn't it?
I think it's in the ship, or it's before it. You basically discover his full backstory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, so after he's done the wanker move, I'm getting in the lift. Hey, that's a journalist, by the way.
Yeah.
He's then hiding in a room where the shady deal is happening. And he's taking pictures of the shady deal, with the bald guy. So that's why he's like, I need that picture of me doing the shady deal.
Yeah.
Then, so he's hiding, he's taking these pictures, really unsubtly, by the way.
He's just...
Obvious. The flash on. The flash is on. And then the guard brings Lisa into the room. He's like, this is a journalist, whatever. And then he's like hiding still. He doesn't want to give himself up or something. I don't know. But basically, he takes a picture of her being shot in the head.
Yeah, she gets shot. There's like a moment where I'm like, oh, he's going to distract her.
Yeah.
Or distract him. But no, he just watches her get shot in the head. Yeah. And he's like, oh.
And then, at the end of every Press X to Remember, there's a little sound bite where he goes like, Kate was a fugitive? Or something like that. And in this one, he goes like, I sacrificed Lisa for a photograph?
Yeah.
And you're like, what? That's his backstory?
That is. He's a real bad guy.
What the fuck?
He's a real bad guy.
What the fuck?
So, like, he's successful because he got the story?
That's his thinking, I guess. Yeah, that's anything for the story.
And he immediately gets on a plane and it crashes.
Yeah.
And also the ball guy.
Because on the plane, he's sort of like this, like, flirty guy as well. So he's just immediately got over it and he's like, you want to fuck, Cindy?
Yeah. And I think the bald guy's chasing him. That's why he's on the plane as well. To get the photo.
Like snakes on a plane.
Is that the plot of Snakes on a Plane?
Yes.
Okay. So whenever Lisa's ghost appears, she's got this, like, head wound. Obviously, it's not too graphic because it's poorly animated. Mm-hmm. But there are some scary moments, like I remember when you're in the armory, it's all dark, and then suddenly her face is right there, and it's like, she will help you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck. And then it's like, Kate's outside and she's going to help you escape. Mm-hmm. She gives you little bits of advice throughout.
Why is she helping you?
Because it's all about him not making the same mistake twice. This is where it all
ties into...
so he doesn't betray Jack.
Yes. This is what happens. So basically, we get to the Black Rock, Tom is there, and he's like, oh, thank you so much, Dave Pizza, for delivering Jack to us. He's holding Jack at gunpoint, right? And then there's another guy as well who's just like an NPC again. Ryan, yeah, sure. They're holding Jack at gunpoint, he's like, here's your compass back. And then Jack's like, what?
Don't...
You betrayed me?
After what I just said.
Like, what did I just say?
What did I just say? And yeah, you're kind of like...
You're like, oh shit, I feel bad, but I'm going to get off the island. But then the twist is, Kate's been following them. Likely thing for Kate to do, she always just follows. And so then they bring her out, Alex, basically, and she's gagged, and they bring her as well. And they're holding her
literally gagged, not
quite
gagged like,
gagged,
whoa.
Yeah. She's like, oh. I mean,
so dressed well,
she's
a bit
like,
gagged,
Dave Pizza, you betrayed.
Spill the tea, yeah.
Then comes possibly the most confusing sequence of the game.
Because
it's like, you have to make the right decision. Right, you can't let Kate be shot. It's all about women.
Yeah, because basically they stood there.
It's all about women. It's lost.
Yeah. But also, they're not going to kill Jack because they need him to do the surgery. But they're going to kill Kate, basically.
So they stood there with two guns. And at this point, I'm like, what do I do? Because I put my gun out, and then the guy just keeps going. Like, there's no internal logic.
He's got a gun.
No, there's no internal logic with the game where the game's like, oh shit, he's got a gun. Like, you just pull your gun out, and the guy's like, see you later.
Yeah.
And I'm like pointing at them and he's like, why don't you walk on back? And then like eventually I'm like, right, let's just try this. So I shoot one of them and immediately the other guy shoots me and the game's like, you got shot.
And it's like, right,
okay.
That wasn't the right thing to do.
So then I'm like, maybe if I stand here and shoot, but then one of them shoots Kate and the game's like, you let Kate get shot. And then I'm like,
dynamite. And it's like, what do we do now? And then
it's like, shoot into the floor, hit the dynamite, blow up the whole
Well, a good guess because then I see there's some dynamite.
We tried one other option first, which was leaving.
Yeah, and the game's like, you are a bastard. The game over, you're a bastard.
We tried to just leave, and then Lisa's ghost is standing at the stairs going, what are you doing, Elliot? You're going to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're a twat.
Yeah, basically it's just like, you let down.
Right, okay, that didn't work. But then, yes, so there's dynamite conveniently on like a barrel or something behind Tom. So we tried shooting it at first and it seemed to not work. And then we were like, what's happening?
No, because I shot it, but then Kate dies because a cannonball, it basically fires shrapnel or a cannonball hits Kate.
Yes.
And then the game's like, you let Kate die. And then I was like, am I supposed to stand in front of Kate? Because the dynamite, the explosion would have killed everyone. But in the game logic, I'm like, there's no prompts to say stand in front of Kate. You just sort of got to... I had to just awkwardly position myself.
Also, these two people have guns pointed at Kate and you just move in front and then really obviously shoot the dynamite
and they're still
behind.
just doing their voice clips. Like, I'm stood in front of Kate with a gun pointed at dynamite and they're both just like, thanks, man. And
you
then
really helped us out.
Yeah, why don't you walk on by? And then and then I shot it. And then that was the absurdly...
That was the right answer, weirdly.
But
the cannonball didn't kill you.
The cannonball just... My thingy was that the cannonball hits you and it just makes your balls explode. Like that... Like,
makes your balls explode.
So those two...
The shrapnel hits you and it looks like it hits you with the cross.
Because it would have killed
Is
you.
that what happened to the guy who was cranking it?
No, he was just cranking it. He was just
also, that
cranking it.
skeleton's gone when you go back.
Yeah, the
as well
skeletons
for
are
no
gone.
They got the Tom was like, get rid of that one.
Get rid of the cranking skeleton.
Let's keep it classy.
Yeah, come on, guys. We don't need any blue. And then it hits you, and then you wake up, and I'm like, there's no way you would survive that.
But all that happened was your balls exploded.
All that happened was balls exploded. And Jack is sort of rightfully like, he was going to betray us. And Kate's like, no, we've got to trust him. Mm-hmm. He's a good guy, but he saved us, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you'd be in agony. Because you kind of just get up and you're like, sweet.
Walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off.
I think it's like a hazy kind of like, they're having this conversation about you. And I think they decide to just like leave you in the jungle. Rather than bring you back to camp. But they don't turn you over to the others or something. They're like, this is the middle ground.
Yeah.
Where you just get up and walk back to...
Yeah, man, I guess. So then what happens is you've succeeded, and I guess, and then you randomly find Juliet.
Yeah.
Juliet's just there. I don't remember how we found her, but she's like, well done.
Yeah, actually, you're a good guy.
So this does coincide with Juliet's kind of redemption arc. She does end up sort of sympathising with Jack and the survivors, and she ends up kind of switching teams. So this is the start of that, I guess. But it's still kind of the end of season 2, because she then says to you, she's like, like, oh, you did the right thing, like, they were going to kill Kate and you saved her, something like that, blah, 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 blah. The boat's at the dock, but there's like a bomb or something. You have to get there in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They're like, the others are going to blow it up, but you can escape on it. She gives you the bearing. Crucially, she gives you the bearing. This
polar
is
bearing
for my gripe with it at the end, and I'm so mad.
There's a lot of gripes with the ending of this game.
We're nearly there. So you then it cuts to Temple Run mode again.
Yeah.
Because you've only got 2 minutes, so you got to run, right? And you're also being shot at, and also the monsters there or some bullshit. It's like go.
Yeah.
So you got to run to the boat, and I think we actually did this first try. Right?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
We did. We got to the boat first try. The boat's called Viadomus.
Of course it is. It's a way home.
Yeah. It's a way home. You think, right, we've completed the game. It's the end.
No, John, because John's there as well. John knocks at the boat as well, and he's just sort of like, I'm going to stay. You're like, all right.
It wasn't really an open invitation. Like, it was kind of just for me.
Yeah, it just doesn't make it. Your character's just like, okay. Like,
all right, man.
Yeah, John's like, I'm tied to this island now. And I'm like, all right. I don't know why you're here.
I forgot John was there.
Yeah.
John's there randomly. Then you give him the compass back or something, I don't know. So
then you get in the boat and you're like, right. I mean, okay, weird game.
Deep breaths, but we think it's the end. He's sailing away on the boat.
Sail away.
It's like a wide shot of the back of the boat sailing off into the distance on the bearing.
I sense I've predicted where this is going and why you're...
What's your prediction?
Is it that you can't get away from the island because there's no escape, even though he gave you the bearing?
I wish it was. It has far more world-ending complications than that. Implications, even. Sorry, there are complications. So you're sailing away. You're like, right, this is the end of the game. We're about to roll credits. No, there's a rumble, and the kind of explosion-y noises.
Yeah,
like,
and then
maybe
you hear a plane.
Something happening on the island. No. You look up. The plane is crashing. You look up and you see Oceanic Flight A15 crashing in the sky.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Then it fucking spawns you back to the crash Elliot wakes up from the crash on the beach. Michael's there going, Walt! All the things that were happening at the beginning of the game. And then... Lisa comes out of the wreckage and is like, Elliot, you're alive. We're both alive. We made it. We're on an island or something. She's alive.
Okay, so because he made the right decision the second time around, it means that he gets put into an alternate universe where he made the right decision the first time round.
What's he talking about?
And now they're...
But that's absurd, because the island's like, you've passed my test, I'm going to reward you. And how I'm going to reward you is, I'm going to trap you on the island. You'd be like, what an absurd... Why is the island doing this?
But also that makes no sense. Like, I'm literally screaming and crying on the floor because the island does not give people tests in that way. It doesn't give people like a time paradox test and then like sends you back, and it's not even like, you can't even say, oh, he wasn't on the right bearing, so he got pinged back to the crash. He got pinged back time travel wise or something. Like, time travel shit happens when you try and cross the radius.
Yeah.
Fine. But you can't even say that he went back to the moment of the crash because Lisa is there. How the hell is she alive?
Because he made the right decision.
It doesn't make any sense.
But she died before the island.
No,
this means that the island has the ability to change things that have happened off the island, which is not canon.
That's not canon, and also they make such a big deal once we get into the time travel sorry, I'm having a panic attack. The time travel logic of the show, that whatever happened, and you can't change the past, and you can't change the future.
Everything's
They're
already
really,
happened.
really strict about that.
Yeah.
And then the game just says, actually, fuck you.
Yeah, and then it finishes.
And then it just ends.
And then it just ends. Yeah, and then I went on Lostopedia is very funny because there's clearly a lot of fans trying to cope, much like Ariel did, with what just happened. Because in the possible explanation section, there's just some insane ramblings.
Some people are like, the entire game was a dream.
Yeah, and there's just
all a hallucination.
Yeah, and there's also snapshots in time as well of poor people who are like, well, this could be explained in future seasons, because obviously it came out in between seasons, so people are like, well, we think that this game's going to get explained.
You must have been so mad. Like, I was so mad
to be told it's canon.
It doesn't work with the logic of the show, but when you haven't even, because it was released after season 3, we barely even started on the time.
Because I think at the time they were saying it was canon, and then obviously I think they decanonized it because later in the show they're like,
they just changed their
minds.
minds.
They realised it would make no sense to keep it as canon.
I would be so fuming. And also it doesn't make sense of it being canon because there are plot lines, like with Michael and with Ben, that happen in the show, but then they happen to Dave Pizza.
What I was going to suggest is that Dave Pizza was actually what happened, because you said the hatch didn't explode yet, right?
I don't think so.
So my suggestion is that what actually happened is this was plan A. And then it didn't go well, so Ben was like, right, plan B, I'm going to the hatch.
Okay.
But that doesn't explain him
It doesn't
being on the
explain
boat.
everything. It doesn't explain everything, because also Jack and Kate would remember being taken by the others and some guy standing in front of Kate. But it could
And his
work.
balls. If a guy's balls exploded right in front of you, you'd remember that. Yeah,
It's not
it's.
something you forget.
And also, like, the boat, they then send Michael off on the boat, so it wouldn't... Because, like, so does Elliot leave on the boat, yes or no?
No,
Yeah.
because then they go back to the beginning.
Goes back to... What?
Goes back to the beginning,
So
yeah.
in a way, in a sense, it could be canon in the sense that he goes back to the beginning, and then that's the real crash, and then
That's the implication,
Elliot
I think.
and Lisa are just background characters who have no relevance, and the ball guy, I guess, isn't there because he wasn't tracking Elliot because Elliot didn't take the
picture.
Yeah,
Fine.
That's
fine.
the logic.
I'd accept that, and then it becomes canon, and the show starts canonically from that point. But
the time travel thing doesn't make
what was
sense.
the game then?
Yeah,
What was the game?
Because you also see the underground facility. You see like loads of extra shit that's not a thing. The smoke monster kind of getting its hog out and stuff like that. Like none of it.
Well, that does happen.
Do you get it? Oh, nice.
It happens to Echo though, to the priest.
Oh, when Jack's in Thailand as well. That was a weird episode. Yeah, it's strange because that would mean though that like it would. If it was canon, though, it wouldn't be good because, the game isn't good, but also the stuff that happens to him is actually true. So he would have known that the guy had cancer, right? He would have known all this information, and then in the show, he would have been like Jack.
But they're all mean to him. So
yeah,
maybe he would.
Maybe
he goes up and goes, my name
but no.
is Elliot. There's a guy called fuck off Elliot Maslow.
Because he knows this stuff. He knows it all now. So he would have been like, oh,
Wait,
I know
so
there's
you're saying that when he wakes
If it
up
was
at the
canon-
end, if it was canon and the show was about to start, he'd remember
Yeah.
everything that happened.
Oh, so then he would say to them, like, there's people in
Yeah,
the
there's
jungle,
people in
they're gonna
there.
come there.
I don't think he would remember what had happened to him because he has amnesia when he wakes up the first time. So I'd imagine he has amnesia.
He's in, like, purgatory. This
Nah,
feeds into the purgatory.
That would be so snide though. If he passed the test and then he wakes up with amnesia and Lisa's like, you're alive, and he's like, who the hell are you? I mean, maybe
not that much amnesia, but he doesn't remember anything that happened on the island. Because clearly,
He
what
gets
happened on the
amnesia
island
every
wasn't
time
real.
until he finally does it right.
I
And that's
guess.
what you do every time you die. He gets amnesia again.
I guess, but what the fuck? If that's the truth, what the fuck?
I think because when he wakes up, there's a look on his face. I'm reading into this, but there is a look on his face where he's sort of like, what the fuck? Like, that he does remember.
So he remembers an alternate universe where Lisa died.
Yeah, I think it,
and
and he remembers being. Yeah, I think he does remember that. Is my interpretation of the way he wakes.
I would feel like he'd at least have, like, a feeling of, like, something important happened.
Yeah, because the island would surely want to teach him.
Because if it's taught him the lesson, but then he doesn't remember the lesson happening, then, like...
But
he
also
hasn't
the
got
island
mercy.
weirdly is like I was saying. That was why I was talking about it. The island has invented Temple Run. Like, why did it put him through all that shit? Like, that's it's an insanely detailed. Like, the island came up with the fuse puzzles. Like, what was the island doing, man?
Yeah.
It's absolutely. It doesn't make any sense.
No sense.
No, it really doesn't.
Makes no sense. How would he?
But even in a way that is impressive for Lost to not make sense.
Yeah, it makes less sense than Series 5.
Yeah.
That's our review. That's our final review of the game. It makes less sense than Series 5.
And
not a very
Series
good
5
game
involves
either.
a time travel wheel.
A time travel wheel.
They turn a
They
wheel
go
and they
down...
travel in time.
John goes down a well, and when he gets to the bottom of the well, it's winter. And in the winter well, he pushes a big
Winter
wheel
well.
that transports the island to a different part of the ocean and also sends them
The
back in
Titanic.
time.
They're back on the Titanic. Kate's in a dress.
Yeah, it's the Titanic wheel.
Jack and Kate. That's the Titanic.
It's the Titanic.
There's a character called Rose.
Yeah, draw me like one of your French Hurleys. That's what he says. Yeah, it's an absurd. It is an absurd ending. I don't know why they did it.
Why
'cause
did they do that?
they
There was no
had-
need for them to do
He
that.
could have just got off the island.
Yeah, it's
Or, like,
very.
They had such an opportunity to roll the end credits, and look, it wouldn't have made any sense, but it would have accepted it as a kind of like fanfic, like a kind of alternate universe where this
Yeah.
character is in it, and some of the main things in the show happen to him. Isn't that cool?
It's very
Fine.
Lindelof coded to have done that though.
Yeah.
Damon Lindelof is mad like that. He does do mad stuff. So yeah, I didn't.
I wonder if he was the one who came up with the final Libby flashback.
Yeah, it's not very good. Ultimately,
You know what? I really want to play it.
the thing is,
You've told me how terrible it is, and I really desperately
it's
want
a
to play
great
this game.
game to play
No, it's not.
in terms
Oh,
of
right.
to kind of clown on it, to laugh about it, and also as a Lost fan, it has some really fun moments like you get to put in the numbers, and
Yeah.
you know there are some really good, like the flashback bits with the camera. I actually really like that mechanic, even though it was super annoying
Yeah,
to
it's
get
yeah.
the right perspective.
It's a cool idea.
But it's a cool idea, and I liked the structure of it and everything. But as a super fan, it's really annoying because the internal logic does not make sense with the show. And also, the graphics are really bad. And the gameplay mechanics are annoying, like the fuse puzzles.
Yeah, it's not a fun game to play. But there is attention to detail for Lost fans, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of references.
There's a lot of references.
There is a lot of references. Juice, yeah.
So, like, I'm notoriously bad at video games. I was saying earlier, I played Minecraft for the first time recently, and my friend
Island Jockey.
Island Jockey, and they were really laughing the whole time because they were like, "How do you just not have any fundamental awareness of what buttons to press?" And I was like, "I don't know what
You just
I'm doing."
have no like video game instincts at all.
Absolutely none. So I think I would be very fun to play this video game with because it would take me 400 hours.
It would take you a very long time.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's hard.
The opposite of fun with the Lost video game is someone saying it would take me ages to finish it. No, I want it done as fast as possible.
I got to 100% it. And what I want to know, here's my question.
Okay, you've just got one.
One.
Yeah.
Is there a mechanic in game that tells you what the numbers are in case you've never watched the show?
They're on the outside of the hatch, and I took a picture of it.
So can you refer back to your pictures?
They tell you the number. Yeah,
I think you can look through your gallery, can't you?
Yeah.
Only the ones you've taken on the island, because obviously that would then spoil the flashbacks.
You
that
could just
happen
look at
later
the
on.
picture. I mean, why does he
The
never just
gunshot.
click? I guess. Oh no, it's the old times. So it's not digital. Is it film?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
what's
film?
wrong with that? No, I think it's digital. I think they had digital cameras back then.
Because if it's digital, why didn't he just look back in his gallery and remember it all at the beginning?
No, it is film. It must be film then.
But yeah,
I guess.
unless it's like the pictures he took, or the ones he took all those pictures on was film. But
Yeah.
then the one he gets on the island is digital. He bought a souvenir from his trip.
A digital camera.
A digital camera, and he was like, Cindy, can you put my brand new state-of-the-art digital camera in the
I'm
set?"
going to give it a pass on the logic of cameras, just considering...
Maybe the pictures were destroyed and that's why they're ripped up when you first see them.
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
The-
yeah.
The bald guy stole the memory card.
Yeah, possibly. But then it wouldn't be like he wouldn't
It's
be
a
ripping up
Polaroid.
physical pictures.
It's a Polaroid camera.
I give it 3 out of 10, I would say.
3 out of 10.
That's great.
low.
What would you give it, Ariel?
I wouldn't go so low as a 3 out of 10. I'd say, I had a fun time.
Yeah, I'm divorcing it of the... If it was including the fun time, then yeah, it's a 4.
Is that Ariel's...
Ariel adds a
Electric
1.
Company
Yeah.
adds
Yeah.
1 point.
Well, yeah, electric, nice.
Thank you.
The reference
Reference to the
lost.
fuse. Reference
Yeah,
to the fuse
the fuse, yeah.
That we loved so much. I think the fuse puzzles take it down a lot and how angry I got.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it like a 5.
It's the nature of
5.5,
watching
6
Lost,
out
though,
of
is
10.
that you get angry a lot.
It's a pro and a con that it references Lost. Because you're like, oh, great, there's Lost references. There's fucking Lost references in this.
Yeah, that's kind of the experience of playing it. There's just a lack of consistency, but there's a lack of consistency in the show.
Yeah, that's
The nature
that's a
of-
reference to
In a
Lost.
way, that's a reference.
It's the nature of watching Lost that you get really angry, and you're like, what the fuck is that? That doesn't coincide with what happened before.
Yeah. But it is fun, and it's kind of like at the point of ridiculousness. Like it's funny because it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, so that seems like an average 4.5.
It's pretty close to 3. That's pretty, considering how surprised you were. 4.5 is pretty close to 3.
I'll
No, you have your own opinion if you want.
4.5 I think is a
A
good sort of
4.5.
official podcast rating of the game.
Okay.
Spot can.
What do you think, Lawnmower?
The
Lawnmower
is
man?
stunned into silence.
Yeah.
By everything that we've
You cut it down to size.
lawnmower reference.
Lawnmower reference, yeah. Jack's got a lawnmower.
Jack would own
Lawnmower flashbacks. Yeah. It's like seeing the wheelchair.
John would have one of those lawnmowers you drive.
Yeah. Well, he's in a wheelchair. He can't walk it about. I mean, now he's on the island.
Walkabout reference.
Is that walking
There's
about?
an episode titled
About
Walkabout.
is around.
Well, technically, yeah, I guess they are all walking about.
That's what he's doing in the shop. It's like a pawn shop, and he's selling all of his hiking equipment.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
'cause
pawn
he
shop
hasn't
as
been allowed
in-
to go on the walkabout.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
because he's getting rid of it all. Why are they selling pizza in a pawn shop?
The guy had ordered a pizza, I think. Maybe they literally buy anything.
Pizza.
We'll buy anything, even your old
Cold
pizza.
Yeah, I'll give you £2 for it. That's
£2? Your pawn shop would be out of business immediately if you were giving £2 for a cold pizza.
You gotta give like one papaya max.
Copy of the Odyssey.
I
I'll give you 20 cold pizzas for it.
20 cold pizzas and a copy of Homer's Odyssey.
Would you rather have 20 cold pizzas or a copy of the Odyssey?
20
Ooh.
full cold pizzas. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can heat it up
'Cause you
again.
can heat
Am
it
I
up
on the
again.
island?
No.
No, if I've got an air fryer, then obviously a cold pizza. 20
but
cold
I have
pizza.
fryer in the hatch.
In a way, 20 is too many.
But you put it in the fridge for later. You just keep heating it up.
Freeze them.
But then think about how many hours of
All
entertainment
right,
you get.
let's
from
think
Homer's
about the other
Odyssey.
direction. What are you doing with a copy of Odyssey?
Just having a read.
Read it.
Are you going to read Homer's Odyssey and go,
Maybe
wow,
if
this is a
someone
Lost reference?
Presented it to me in
I
this kind
think
of bargain,
in the time
monkey's
it-
paw bargain.
In the time it would take you, I put it to you, that in the time it would take you to read Homer's Odyssey, I could heat up and eat 20 pizzas.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that as a challenge. That's our next YouTube.
Keep
What
an eye
size
out on my
pizza?
YouTube channel. What size was the pizza in the game?
It was
What
like a
size
full
is
boy.
The Odyssey?
Yeah.
You know, it's a good question.
I would say medium. I would say it was a medium pizza, smallest.
20
It wasn't a personal.
cold medium pizzas.
You have to eat them cold as well.
No, I said heat up and eat.
Yeah, that was an extra. That makes it
was part of
harder
it.
as well.
Yeah, longer.
You
Because
get-
I have
yeah.
to heat them up.
Yeah, it's just it would
You
be
get
more
like a
torture.
And you only have to eat one slice.
You get like a 15-20 minute head start while I heat up the first pizza.
Yeah.
And you
And
have
I'm
to
just, like,
read
speed
the entirety.
reading the Odyssey, yeah.
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 I think that's a good challenge. I think that's a good. We're going to become YouTubers
We'll
who
do
do
it.
like those kind of mysteries.
Homer's Odyssey prank.
yeah.
Hit the bell if you like this.
I remember as well. I can't remember who the last person you traded with is, but the last trade that you can possibly do before the big end game, they only have ammo.
Yeah, it was Charlie.
So it's like if you don't have a gun at that point, you're fucked.
It's quite
'cause
possible
can
you don't
only
have the
get
gun, yeah.
ammo.
Well, if you don't have the gun, how do you open the electromagnetic chamber?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe you've had to.
Because you've got to shoot the dynamite.
Yeah.
So that maybe that's why he goes, that would look great with a bullet in it, so that you
So
then
you
go, oh, I need a gun.
a gun. Probably. We'd already bought the gun, so we didn't have that. Buying a gun was our number one priority.
Yeah, I traded everything for the gun.
You got to save up.
We
Your
did.
Odyssey.
We did save up to get the gun.
Yeah. Save up for the gun.
Mm-hmm.
If you learn anything from Lost Viadomus,
Save up for the gun.
save up for the gun.
It's the,
Chekhov's gun.
if you stand in front
Yeah, check off. Yeah.
of a woman, what was it? Any guy will help a woman in need.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess that was like early on.
Even if his balls get exploded.
to try
Even
and
if
like
his balls get exploded.
plant the hints for that final scene where we were so confused.
Oh, you're supposed to go help the woman in need.
By stand in front of us.
See, I would have got that, I think. I would have cracked that.
Oh, but you wouldn't know how to press X to remember.
Yeah. I'm good at metaphors,
But bad at video games.
but I'm not good at pressing buttons. You know my hands don't work. I was telling you this the other day. I can't wash dishes without dropping the plates because my hands
Oh,
suck.
that is good. That's a convenient excuse, isn't it? I can't wash dishes. That's handy.
This is what I have to put up with.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
washed all of those.
And they don't look broken. Are you
Yeah, but
lying?
I'm getting better. I'm training.
You train
I'm
like
training-
a montage.
I'm
yeah.
training for Lost Viadomus by doing lots of dishes.
Yeah, that's the one thing you don't need to train on to complete the game is washing dishes. I just
There's
focus
no
on.
washing dishes. There's no
No.
hatch montage.
There's no hatch montage. You don't get to wash dishes.
In that case, I'm not
unfortunately.
playing. You don't get to wash dishes. I'm not playing.
I'm pretty sure the lava lamp is there though.
The
Oh,
lava
you
lamp's
get to
there.
stare
Yeah.
at
I
the
took a
lava
picture.
lamp.
I took a picture thinking it would be something important. The game's like, that's nothing. And I was like, oh.
Stare at the lava. This is what we said to fix Jack. You've got to sit him in front of the lava lamp for like
It fixed me.
a full 8 hours. He
Yeah,
has
yeah,
to
yeah.
sit there and look at it and just take a break.
Yeah, and then go to the reactor.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about the reactor.
The concrete reactor.
It's
Behind the
supposed to
waterfall.
be covered
It's supposed
in
to have like
concrete,
9 feet of
underground.
concrete poured over it, canonically.
Underground. Well, I guess maybe it's like because the key goes. So maybe it is supposed to be next to it. You know, because Jack's key gets attracted to it.
Yeah. So no, the location I don't think is an issue. Because if it's like if this door is like round the back of the hatch, then it could have been like, because also the hatch, the people who aren't in the hatch obviously want to monitor what's going on in the hatch, so maybe they can go in and like check it out.
It's more the radiation would make your head explode. I think
It make your balls
yeah.
explode.
Well,
it
yeah.
would make. Yeah, his balls would have exploded already. Maybe that's what she was injecting with ball protection serum.
Well, as we know, canonically, actually, genuinely, completely serious, every man on the island, their sperm count, like,
5 times
Quadruples.
the sperm count on the island.
which is
How
why
is that? How do you know that
That's canonical,
canonically?
Because Juliet's a fertility doctor.
that's how everyone's getting pregnant all the time.
How much are they sexing on the? Are these everyone banging?
There's a
Everyone's
sex page.
banging.
The sex page is always trending on the Lostpedia. You open it up and it says trending pages.
Does Hurley get any?
I don't
Actually,
think
no.
Hurley has sex on the
Does
island.
Sawyer?
They kiss.
Sawyer has sex.
has
Yeah,
sex.
he's a
But
bad
one
boy,
time,
isn't he?
One time it's because she hates him. She's just trying to steal his gun, and she's like, it's easier to
Then
get him to
collecting
take his trousers
papayas.
off.
Yeah.
It's easier to get him to take his trousers off than it is to actually steal the gun.
Yeah, that's
Collects
fair.
200
Is that Kate?
papayas.
Kate does
That's
all
how
the.
Lucia.
What a journey.
What
I
a
mean,
journey
this
we've been on
podcast
together.
is almost as long as the game.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
3
it really
a.m.
is. Yeah. You have to understand as well that it was 3 a.m. when I had to watch that cutscene. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast to
Thank
talk
you for
about
having
the
me.
experience, relive that. I'm glad that you know what we went through now.
Very funny. Velvet almost looked like they were gonna die during I would like to see a speed of your
how much I move
whatever you say, how you're sitting or whatever.
I struggle very much in
you were
sitting
sliding
still.
Yeah.
I struggle very much to sit still during the length of these records, and me having nothing to contribute to this entire episode has really exacerbated that quite severely. I've gone through so many. At one point I had both my feet on the lawnmower and then I nearly tipped it over, so I had to take a foot off. But I'm very much looking forward to this being done so I can get up.
Okay, well, we can wrap things up now. if you're that anxious to fucking leave.
When we did our interview with our mum, we had to swap places on the
you were getting...
sofa because we got so uncomfortable.
My legs went dead.
Thanks for having me. It was very fun.
Thank you very much for coming on and providing us with your opinions and commentary and insight into the video game, which I hope you listeners have enjoyed hearing our takes on the video game. And if you've never played it, hearing what it's about. And if you have played it, hearing us go, and what the fuck was this? If you have any theories about the final cutscene,
keep them to yourself. Keep them to yourself.
Actually, I don't.
No one wants to hear that shit. Keep them to your bloody self. No.
But, just as a way to say thank you for coming on the podcast, I have a little present for you.
Whoa!
I made you your very own Dave Pizza.
Oh,
pin badge.
wow!
So there you
Thank
go.
you.
You're very welcome.
That's crazy.
Is that what he looks like then?
That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
have
that's
a
the
little
guy.
look at
Yeah,
Chris Pine Lost / Dave Pizza.
He does look like Chris
He looks
Pine.
like
He
Chris
does look a
Pine.
lot like Chris
Yeah.
Pine.
I hope someone one day asks me, what does that badge mean? And I'm like, boy, have I got a podcast for you.
Just send them a link.
Thank you very much. Well, I've also got you a little something. If you open this, you'll see a plane crashing into your garden.
Oh my god.
And it's the full Lost experience.
Did we get it right this time?
Huh?
Did we make the right choice?
Who knows? If we imagine we wake up now and the podcast
We
is
have to do
here,
it
we
again,
have to record the
'cause you didn't
podcast.
Record the
reach
whole
the right
thing.
You didn't
conclusion.
record the whole thing right.
And we don't even.
And I'm like, oh, my balls have exploded. But yeah,
Will there be a copy of the Odyssey on the plane though? That's why I need.
we'll have
bring
to
it.
solve the fuse puzzle to find out.
Wait, it's a copy of Lost, the video game walkthrough.
Novelization, yeah.
Novelization.
Oh, I like it.
And then
And it's written in the style of Homer.
yeah. And you have to read the Homer in order to solve a fuse puzzle.
Whoa.
It's all like pencil drawings of what the fuses look like instead of pictures, so screenshots from the game.
Oh, I see.
Because it's the old times.
All right, we're
back
all
in 2005
delirious.
when you
Oh,
didn't have
okay.
pictures.
We didn't have pictures. Yeah, they only
Didn't have
invented
digital cameras,
pictures.
we discussed this.
You know.
Do you want to plug
Oh, yeah.
plug an
Can
Instagram
you plug your Instagram?
in case
whilst
anyone
we're
wants to follow you after this?
here? Who wouldn't?
That's true, actually.
I'm sure all of our listeners are desperate to know where they can get more content.
More Ben Stead
Well,
content.
there's no Lost content on it, but it's at Pink Hoverboard. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to plug. I mean, I do stand up around Manchester. A comedy. I mean, I don't.
Just stand up.
Despite
In a
that, yeah,
tree.
you'll see me in the trees. Yeah, you're right.
right.
You're right, mate.
You'll stand by like buses and they go, I'm gonna stay here.
I'm just gonna stay here. Yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, no, at Pink Hoverboard. If you want to follow me.
You'll be presumably posting when you're doing gigs and stuff on there.
No,
Okay, great.
figure it out yourself.
Okay.
If
But
you're
you have to solve a fuse.
if you're listening to a podcast about Lost in 2025, you can figure out where I'm doing stand up.
You can do a fuse puzzle.
Yeah.
to get the directions. You have to follow the compass bearing to get to the gig.
Yeah, 307.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
So, Velvet, what do you think?
I think you guys, you've had the opposite effect on me than what that was intended, because I really, really want to play the game. I think it sounds so stupid. I think it sounds like so much fun. And I'm not really a video game person. I'm not into video games really. Mostly because I'm quite bad at them. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not good at controls. So often I get kind of a little bit into a video game and then go, I don't think I have the energy to learn how to do this. But I'm more invested in the story, and this seems like it has quite a heavy story element. So I think I would enjoy it.
I think you would. It's quite cutscene heavy, to be fair. I mean, it's kind of expected for a show like Lost, I guess.
Yeah.
It's quite cutscene heavy, but
Maybe we should, what we should do is get a copy of the game and I'll stream it. You guys can watch me play the video game.
Oh, and then we'll be screaming and crying for a different reason. We'll just be like, Velvet, for fuck's sake, how hard is it to pick up a papaya?
What button do I press? What's P for papaya? Well, yeah, that was great fun. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you very
If
much.
you've made it this far.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for coming on the podcast, Ben, even though you exposed our lawnmower. Can't believe that.
The lawnmower's been here since the start of the series and we've not
mentioned it. We've kept it concealed. And he immediately exposed us.
Rude.
Outrageous behaviour.
We'll be back next week for a band.
We will indeed. Go follow Ben on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at Ariel Hebditch. I'm on TikTok and YouTube as well. Follow at lostallcaps__ podcast on Instagram.
Yeah, and on all the other
other things.
It's in the description of this video. Go down there, find our accounts, follow us. We're posting. We are having a good time.
We're having a great time, and tune in next week for season 2, episode 7. No, it's not episode 7 at all, is it? 6. Abandoned. We'll see you then. Thanks for listening.